Welcome back to the Borthers podcast, everybody. We are on episode 21 this week. 21 weeks with the Borthers. How have we lasted this long? We don't know. But we're here, showing up. Seems like we did a podcast weeks ago. Like, I don't know. Maybe I've just been busy. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, this week has been crazy for me too.
Well, you just started school, correct?
Yeah, so it's getting busy, but luckily I only have 2 classes that are actually at the school. I have 3 that are online, so
Gotcha.
that helps me for sure.
So for those online classes, you just like log into the computer and just take your quizzes and tests, or how does that all work?
Yep,
really?
Exactly.
That's
You
nice.
do homework assignments and shit. Yeah, it's honestly my favorite thing because
Well, it saves so much time, dude.
But it's also really easy to just forget that it's there.
yeah, I'm
At least
really good
in
with
my experience, like because I'm really bad about homework and shit. So
Yeah,
when I
I'm
was
good
taking
at,
online
like,
classes, it was just awful sometimes.
Yeah, I'm really good at scheduling, so like I literally check it every single day just to make sure. And yeah, like these are my major classes and I can take them online, which is actually kind of crazy to me because you would think
Yeah,
taking
you'd have to
classes that
go
are
in
meant
for
for
all
your
that, huh?
job, yeah, you would think you'd have to go in for it, but I think it's more and more prevalent nowadays that online courses are being taken. I mean, I know people who are literally taking online courses for 4 years of their college career, like only online
You
too.
know, if it works and you can get that degree that way and still, work on the side and just save time and
Yeah,
money, dude, I mean, that's the best way to do it, honestly.
absolutely.
Like,
Well, I
why
mean,
not?
college isn't for kids anymore. You know,
Mm-mm.
there's so many adults going.
My
back to
my
school.
uncle is going back to college for a 2-year course so that he can make more money at the job he's working at currently.
Nice.
I think he actually goes to the classes, but I mean, he's taking a 2-year course. I think maybe a year and a half or something. He's doing something really short, and he's just gonna get his stuff done. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of adults, man, doing it.
When I was at Central, there was a 30-year-old in like my intro to fucking Central class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because you kind of like need a degree nowadays because everyone has that filtering out system where if you don't have the degree, then you just get filtered out. Like nobody looks at like every single resume anymore. They all go through a system. So you don't even have to. What I've heard from a lot of people is you don't even have to have a degree in that field, but as long as you have the bachelor's degree, the master's degree, whatever,
or even an AA.
Yeah, even that. You can just somehow get through the filters and just get to the interview. You can still land a job, and that's what my brother does. I mean, he has like a finance degree, but he uses that as a catalyst to making these like high paying jobs. Like I think he has like a finance degree and he works for Facebook. And
Yeah,
I don't think he does like finance work for him.
And that's a thing I find kind of silly about college is you don't even have to go for the thing that you're going to do in the future.
Yeah.
Most jobs you have to work it for a certain amount of time before you really understand. Like you're not going to go to school and you're going to know exactly what to do once you go to work, Like at the end of the day, most people who don't even go to college can do the same job as people who do. That's how I see it. Like they could do the same job, if not better. Like
It's crazy too, Ryan, that you mentioned that because you can literally learn anything online. Anything. I honestly, now that I think of it, if I could go back and want to learn something, I guess go to school for something, I would love to like learn stuff deeper about audio engineering and production and stuff.
yeah,
Compared to now, because I mean, I never would have known that I'd be interested in that type of stuff until I've, experienced doing broadcasting and, I wouldn't even call it professional production, but, in a stepping stone of production, I guess. I never would have known I'd be interested in stuff like that. But
right.
it's learning, it's doing things for a consecutive amount of years, and then truly seeing what you like and what you don't like. And this is part of the whole experience, which is partially why I didn't go to college, man. I knew I didn't want to waste my money, and then I knew I wasn't going to be interested in or I didn't want to waste my money on going something I wasn't interested for.
Yeah, exactly. I forget I was in one of my classes we talked about like the rate at which people actually get jobs after going to college for 4 years, and
It's got to be low.
really low. It's really, really low. And then to skew that even more, people that go to college to get into the thing they actually went to school for,
Exactly.
even lower.
I'm gonna go for business, and that's great. That's awesome that you're going for business. What are you gonna use with that business degree? Are you actually gonna use it to start your own business or do something in the business work? Yeah, everyone could say
Right.
that. I could have gone for a business degree and still, it's just
I mean,
it's
that's
just
one of the most like
prominent ones.
yeah.
That's why I was going off of it. But it's like, I think people could use like an engineering degree more than anything. I mean, we're always going to need people that are in that field, more or less than a business degree. And not saying any degree is a good degree, but it's using that degree to its full potential, or maybe getting a degree that is less or hires a more prestigious job, however it works. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I ask someone anything for college. What are you going to college for? What are you majoring in? You always see, oh, I'm going to college for business. I'm going for a bachelor's in business or whatever. It's like, okay, that's cool. Well, I hope it works. I hope it works out for you. and Ryan, another statistic you could even throw in there is, what do you think the percentage is that people change their major more than twice when they're in college?
Oh man, my mom, she got like 3 different degrees, and she didn't even end up using any of them, if I remember correctly. So
One of my friends changed her degree like 4 times in like a
I mean,
year.
I've changed mine technically 3, but I didn't actually like get into any of them. So I haven't actually
Like didn't
wasted any money.
declare.
Yeah, so I haven't wasted money on any degree. I actually got into my program. Like I'm past my associates. So like I actually can finish if I go to school from now and take 2 semesters of summer courses, I'll be done with school completely. I'll have my bachelor's.
That's what my sister did. She did some extra credits in summer so she could get ahead of her course, because she had to take a certain amount of credits to get into this course and then pass this to get into the next thing. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So much stuff.
I think it's important though. You don't have to go to college to use a degree or anything. If you use it to like get into like these big fancy like corporations, then I think you can make a nice living off of that. But just like those companies like I was saying earlier, they are looking for that bachelor's. They are looking for, some sort of like maybe even associates, but maybe not, maybe more than that. They are looking for something, because they are looking for people that are just like a little bit more than a diploma, but you don't necessarily need to like have a master's in anything, have a PhD, but they want you to be like with those other level head people that have that kind of degree and have that kind of thinking as far as that working for the company. I know if you want to work at the offices of Yeti, like you have to have a degree to some extent. Like just
to have that piece of paper, people will literally hire you for it for the most part.
Yep.
Just saying that, oh, you committed to 3 to 4 years of this, that gives them an idea that you may commit to this company for that, amount of time or longer. And that's kind of what people are looking for. And the sucky part is like, that's not always true, obviously, but the sucky part is, people will just, again, not get the job that they're looking for with that particular degree. They'll just end up going to somewhere else that, works for them a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of it's all about the people too. That's how most jobs work. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many jobs I've had in the past that I've gotten because I've known someone, or someone knew someone that was my friend, or one of my buddies from high school, or their dad knew someone. You know what I'm saying?
How I got my job now.
It's crazy. It's a small world.
Yeah, my friend's dad owns the company that I'm working for.
Yeah, but I think that gets you somewhere, but you need to like, in order to keep climbing the ladder, I think you need like I feel like you need something. I've even thought about going back to school and just doing the whole online thing, because it seems like just that important to do, because you need it at some level. You're going to need it. Like you can't just go all the way up to CEO without it,
I always suggest it, man. Like, if there's anybody you guys should take the word from, it's me, because I've tried it all, you know. And for me, online school worked the best. I got A's and B's in every single online class. That's the only classes I didn't do well in, surprisingly, were the ones I sat in the classroom. I don't know if it was because there's so many distractions, or like when I'm in the comfort of my own home, I really think better. I don't know what
It's
it
got to
was.
be clear. It's got to be a clarity thing. There's just,
Yeah.
comfort, clarity, and I mean, focus for the most part. Yeah, I mean, you get distracted at home, but not like you would in the classroom with everyone else in there,
Yeah, and I don't know if it could be an anxiety thing. I don't know what it could be, but it just worked
But
out
it
for
works,
me.
man,
It
and that's a
really well,
bottom
so.
line.
And it's still working, you know. I'm still doing it because it's like it's pretty freaking easy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a lot for me. It's a lot easier just knowing what I have to do, doing it. That's it. Not having to worry about driving to school. You know, making sure I'm on time. None of that.
Yeah, it saves you the driving, the gas,
Yep.
lunch. You go out for lunch during school if you're out there for like whatever, 4 classes, 4 periods, whatever. I don't know
Yep.
how long some people's
exactly.
days are. It all adds up. And plus you're spending money on tuition, so it's like I don't have money to be
Yeah.
spending on other crap.
And also for my online classes, I've had to buy a lot less books.
That's
So
that's
that
another great one. Less books to spend. I don't know how many
And if any of
hundreds
you
of
guys have
dollars.
seen, books for schools are ridiculous.
My sister spent on 2 books. It was like $350 for 2
Yeah,
books.
and that's cheap.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So we got 'em
it
used-
That's
is-
not even for like
Yep.
that's just for like your AA probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. There's these professors like at the school I'm at now. They're like, you need to buy the textbook
That he
Look
wrote.
up who yep.
Right.
You look up who the author is, and it's him. It's like, dude, you're just trying to make that money at that point. 100%.
It's
It's
a
like I will
business.
just look your book up online.
It's like, seriously.
Eat that, buddy.
It's
Just
ridiculous.
go on Google and look it up, and like if you're looking for a certain like area in it, you can sometimes Google will let you just read that like chapter.
Yeah, there's certain ones that they have online.
Crazy. Yeah, we rent them from Amazon, so she'll like rent them for a certain amount of months and then return them, so it's cheaper as well.
Chegg is a good website.
Yeah,
too.
Chegg was there when I was in college. It's nice to have like avenues so you can like rent books rather than like probably like 10 years ago where you had to buy like literally everything, every textbook, and you just had
Rent.
nothing.
Ugh.
Only rent, because you're not gonna use it. most of
Exactly.
those
When are
books
you gonna
ever.
use those
Well, and
books?
then like you're allowed to sell them back, but it's like, oh, I just bought this $150 book, and they're gonna give me $15 back. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not even worth it.
Mhm.
I rented my books this semester. I bought 4 books in total. It came to $120.
That's not bad
So-
at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
So-
college, man. And the crazy part is college isn't for everyone too. But
Nope.
the people, I don't know. It's not for everyone, but there's just I see so many people that just waste good opportunities in college, just, partying and doing all that stuff. Everyone's done it. Partying and everything like that, but just I don't know, wasting their potential, wasting their time. Just like, you might as well just, for a lot of people, you might as well just work or make money instead of going and wasting time. But I don't know, the biggest thing for me is people going to college for the experience. You ever hear that line? Let me go to college for the experience.
yeah.
That's the wrong fucking. I mean, I know it's a very juvenile state of mind to have. But
People
that's a
do it all
really
the time,
wrongful
though.
State of mind. Yeah, it's very short-sighted, to say the least. Because college is there. It's a different experience. I mean, you get to live your Steven Seagal years, like wearing a ponytail out and doing meditation by the quad or whatever you want to do. But I mean, you got to have a certain goal in mind. You can't just be like, I don't really know what I'm going to be getting myself into. I'm going to do my basics, and then after I'm done with my basics, I'll declare and everything like that. And then it's just like, you have to have like something, you need to know where you're going. You need to have like a roadmap for yourself from A to B. I know it's
Yeah.
never that easy, but
I don't think people should ever go to college right out of high school. Work for a year.
Take a
or two,
year, man, or
ta-
two.
Really think about it.
Well, experience it, because right out of right out of high school, you right out of high school, you're just fresh. You just get thrown into the lion's den and just it's like, oh, life. Here we are, you know?
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, I should go to college and spend $100,000 on student loans, and then oh, here we go. I never really wanted to go to college in the first place. I should have just worked. Well, then just take a year off, man. You know, college will always be there. You know, that fresh experience out of high school, that ain't gonna always be there. You know.
Yep.
I also learned a lot of things in life working out of high school. I went into sales instantly, right away. I got a full-time sales job for almost 2 years, and I learned a lot about life. Learned a lot about life, learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about money and, you know, the world, just the world. You just learn so much just getting out there. It's like, oh my God, you know, this kind of sucks.
Yep.
But I know it works for some people though. It worked for me. I mean, it worked for you, Ryan. Granted, you're going down a different path now, but I mean, I'm sure you learned a lot of stuff just working those different types of jobs and, you know, taking your time. Sure. It's a nice learning experience. And as much as I don't know, I wouldn't say I hated my first sales job or first big job, full-time thing, but it obviously wasn't for me. I didn't have fun with it, but I learned a lot of good life lessons from it. Learned a lot of people skills, actually. Learned how to be a better public speaker, I guess, because I mean, I'm talking to customers every single day for 7 to 8 hours a day. I mean, you learn a thing or two talking all day, you know. I mean, it shows right now. I mean, we do a podcast for 2-something hours, you know, but I mean, little things like that can go a long way for sure.
I know some people who do that. They like, because there's, I mean, people that do online school, they'll get jobs like serving or sales or something like that, just to like kind of like offset it. So instead of being behind the computer, and this is not what I do because I hate talking to people either way. They'll do it like, server. Yeah, well, they'll talk to people because it's nice for the interaction, nice to off balance being stuck behind the computer. But I don't know. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, though.
I mean, again, it's all personal preference. Just talking from my experience, since, well, my dad never went. I mean, maybe that was part of it too. My dad never went, maybe for like a semester, and then just, you know, decided to do the work thing. My mom never went, so, you know, my sister was the only one, or the first one to really like dive full into college, which is not a bad thing. But I just took a different path.
Graduate too.
Yeah.
And here
I was the first one to get
graduating.
associates out of my brothers and sisters.
My mom and my dad got their associates, but my sister's the first one to properly graduate. Now she's in graduate school.
Still in school.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
All right. I don't know if you guys have any game topics you guys want to talk about, but I've got a good amount of them.
Yeah, if you want to fire it off right away, dude.
Go for it, brother.
All right, first one that I thought was fucking nuts, and I was not expecting it. Black Desert Online Battle Royale mode.
Are you serious, man?
I watched Lyric play it, and it actually looked really fucking cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looked really fun.
And let me speak from the BR community here. As hype train as that is, I got to back up BDO where credit's due. BDO, in my personal opinion, don't get mad at me, MMO lovers. In my personal opinion, is the best. I think it's the best combat in any MMO out there. I personally love the combat.
Coming from the WoW guy.
Coming from the WoW guy, backing me up. Yeah, the combat's incredible though. I gotta give them credit where credit's due, and them shooting their shot in the BR. It could be good. I mean, from what I saw, it looked solid. And I mean, the combat's solid. The game's freaking gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous game. You know, it could work. It could work for a lot of people.
So I was watching Lyric. He started playing it. He only played it for a little bit, but so basically what happens is it's 50 people on the map. There's still like the closing circle, but you spawn in, and what you do is you actually farm out killing some mobs to get some loot, and then obviously you equip that loot to get stronger, and then you also get abilities by killing these mobs. They drop different abilities for you to use too. So it's kind of like What was that game we were playing the other day?
ESO
Fucking-
or
No, the BR we were playing.
oh,
I
Realm.
forget the name. Yeah, it was kind of like Realm Royale where abilities drop and you can pick them up and use them.
Hmm.
It's the same thing. And then obviously there's PvP. So basically what it is you queue up, you go in, there's people everywhere, there's monsters everywhere that drop good gear, and then you fight to the end, just like a BR. But if you win, your actual character outside of the BR will get a bunch of money, some loot, and like treasure chests or whatever.
So there's
like, all
actually
that stuff.
incentive to winning. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it looked pretty freaking cool, man. I might check it out. I already have it downloaded, so
Yeah,
I
same.
might check it. So
That's pretty cool. You mentioned Realm Royale. I gotta speak on it a little bit.
oh baby, dude, that
So-
was
So a big
I've heard
thing
it's actually
happened.
decent now.
Big thing happened. So we left Realm Royale left a very bad taste in my mouth. Very, very bad. Which by the way, Jagger sent me the link. What's his name? I can't remember.
Erez.
Erez.
Fuck that guy.
Erez is gone from High
I was about to
Res.
say, isn't that the guy who made the game?
He has
Yes.
a lot of say
Or
in
like
what
a
goes.
big part of it?
He's a big part of what gets finalized essentially. And all of a sudden, that guy gets out of the question, and Realm starts becoming fun again. And so let me explain. No, we've bashed Realm Royale 1,000 times on this podcast because we actually really loved the game and it was fun and it was unique, but it was broken. All the guns were broken. All the hit scan shiz was ridiculous. They took classes out of the game completely and just went with something completely different than what the community wanted. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, ladies and gentlemen. And from my personal experience, playing the other day, I had fun. Is it the best battle royale I've ever played? Not necessarily, but I had fun, and I think that's what matters the most. And I want to kind of touch on a few things in Realm that they updated. Just a few simple things. Seems like they added some sort of a skill tree, like... It's skill tree-ish, but kind of like skills and skill tree based system for each of the classes. So classes are kind of back, but you can build your class how you want to. It's kind of like an MMO in that sense, which is really cool. I like it. They also took out a couple of the broken guns, like the old SMG, the old AR, the things that you could literally melt people with in 2 seconds, if Jagger remembers those days.
Yeah.
So those are completely gone. The gunplay seems a little bit different. They actually,
engineer's gone.
the
yes.
engineer got completely removed from the game.
That was my biggest complaint when we were playing it a while back.
I had
And
1.2 hours on that game.
the biggest change in that game is they made it cross-platform.
Yep,
Which-
and we figured that out real quick.
We won we played 10 games, or yeah, we played
we played
we
9
9 games and we won all 9 of them.
Yeah. We were
Oh, so
tearing
it's
it
not
up.
even like where you play like PC players if you're on PC, but you literally just like play like console players.
You play
Yep,
Xbox
only
players and
console.
PC players currently. I think they're working on getting PlayStation players in the mix.
So it's not like Fortnite where like you only play against console players if you're playing with console players.
Yeah, you play
No.
against everyone because there
Yep.
were some
Wow, that's weird.
potatoes on there.
Oh my god, you should have seen it. That had to be some of the funniest shit.
It was
I've
a
ever
blast,
seen.
man. I can't even lie. Like as
We were having fun the whole time, man. I had the nastiest clutch I've ever had in any
Ryan
battle
1v8'd.
Yeah. It was the most intense clutch of my life.
I don't know
Hands
how you
down.
didn't die. I mean, it's
Yeah.
clipped for those of you guys that want to watch it. It's somewhere on the channel, but it's like, did
I'll see if
did
I
I
can
just
find
do
it.
that? Did I
That
just
was
do
so
that?
insane, dude. I literally had 20 health, like, and I got
No, you
turned
got
into a
down to
chicken
1
again.
health in the 1v2,
Yeah.
remember? You dropped
Yep.
down the rock. But yeah, short story long here. It was fun. I enjoyed
Long-
it. Or long
Wait,
story
what?
short, whatever. Same shiz. Same shiz,
Very
dude. Look,
different.
I'm tired. Whatever. Long story
Alright.
short, Ryan 1v1'd.
I
Go to
put the
bed, you
link
old
in,
man.
but
Ryan
Ryan
1v8'd a team, 2 teams, and it was fun. I don't know. No, I don't think the game will be anything more unless you play like a solos tournament, which seems to be where the really, really good players are. Because I played a couple solo matches, and those guys haven't got off the game, it seems. But if you squad up with some buddies, it is a blast. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And they added this thing in the game where you can literally res a play. Like, so let's just say Ryan dies mid-map.
That was
you can use Ryan gets
dead.
full thirsted here. You can spend a majority of your resources and revive him, but the catch is it's about a 2-minute cooldown, right, or something like that. So you'd have to
only use it at each forge. I think.
It's at each forge, and if you have the amount of resources, you can set a 2-minute cooldown to revive your buddy at that forge. And I think you can only.
Oh, so it takes 2 minutes to res
Yep.
them?
So it's like you'd have to do it right away. Like if you're in a pinch and you're like, oh, we should probably get someone up. Boom, throw it in there. Pretty cool. There's also runes in the game.
Too, so.
The runes in the game, Ryan. Those are pretty cool.
Yes. Oh man, that was awesome.
They added a lot of like life steal, health regen, armor regen runes that you can craft in there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I had fun in it.
They did really well
With where the game was at.
So basically, the thing is they have classes back, and what happens is if you use, say you're the hunter, if you use the hunter abilities, they'll have reduced cooldowns. Now, if you can use other abilities, they just won't have that reduced cooldown. So, but each class has a leveling system to it too, which is really cool. So,
yeah, they done good. But yeah.
Okay, so we glossed over this fact, and I gotta and just ignore me everything that's going on in the background. So I've hated this guy Erez for a long time, not only because he used to kill all the games I used to play. So I used to play Paladins a little bit. I used to play what else did we used to play? I used to play Paladins. I heard a little bit about Smite. I played a little bit of that. And so I'm just glad that dude's gone because he single-handedly killed Realm. He's killed Smite. He's killed Paladins by making Paladins pay to win. He's done all sorts of shit that is not acceptable. And then, like, because he's the type of guy, as a video game person who I hate, was every time this guy dies and he dies to something that he made in his game, he wants that shit reversed and he wants it done now. So, i.e., that's why the chicken nugs got removed. That's why the classes got removed. That's why squads was like 6 people at one point. It made no sense. So with Erez gone and there's actually a good development team, fuck that guy, dude. We're not being fucking sponsored by Erez anytime soon because that dude is fucking terrible. That is the worst game developer I've ever seen. I don't care. That guy acts like a damn baby. I saw him in Void's stream a long time ago. Void was like, dude, I can't wait to get like partnered so I don't have to play this game anymore. And then Erez was in the channel like, you guys just need to stop being a couple of damn babies because this is the way the game's meant to be played. And it sucked!
According
That's what
to
killed
him?
the game!
According to
him.
him. Oh my gosh.
he probably didn't even fucking play the game.
Does he have
probably
200
had, like,
hours in the game
20
like
hours.
me? I don't think so.
Dude,
That guy would get killed by something when he played like one character and then he would be like, okay, we need to change that guy. I'm not the problem. That character in that class is the problem. Let's change this shit. So I'm fucking glad that dude is gone. I'm sorry to be so toxic, but fuck that guy. Okay. All right, sorry, I'm done.
My ear.
Sorry.
Dude,
Seriously, fuck that.
yeah, we gotta play it again, man, because it was
It's actually fun,
we
Jay.
were having fun. We were having fun the whole time. We were destroying every single lobby. What was our highest kill lobby? Like 26 or something?
28 or something ridiculous in squads.
We were just annihilating people. It was disgusting.
So yeah, Jager,
We were,
you
like,
gotta give it a
fucking
try
around half
again.
the time, too.
It's actually pretty enjoyable with buddies. Nothing
Yeah,
more,
you guys
nothing
on like
less.
an 8 or 9 game win
It was
streak.
we
games,
played
yeah.
9 games and we won all 9 of them.
You guys are nuts. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
I have
down.
1.2 hours in that game.
re-download it.
Read down right now.
No, but seriously, Ryan, the class skill tree system is so sweet, actually.
Yeah, it is. They did a good job.
And I
with it,
like
man.
how they have the original thing. Like, if you use the original abilities, you get higher CDR, but you can also build your character however you want to, which is nice. Super good patch. Super good patch.
Yeah, just overall, they finally brought the game back a little bit. The player base got how many more people were playing after that patch?
According to my
It was like-
calculations over the last couple months, it was like 85%. It could be more now because people are really
Yeah.
playing it.
They were
Wasn't it
playing
like
a lot.
2,000 people were playing?
Oh, it's
it?
doubled now.
Like, I know.
Uh,
Wow, 4,000.
Yeah, big
Well,
plays, dude.
6,000 and a 24-hour peak.
That's 6K now. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Holy
That's-
crap.
And all-time of 104.
Boys, we're about to take over that section. Let's be the top streamers over
Let's
there.
do it.
I'm actually curious. Let me check how many people are.
There's a
streaming.
couple guys that there's actually like not pro tournaments, but you know how we do blackout tournaments, Jagger? There's like
Mhm.
blackout tournament type of things for that
Wow,
game.
there's some 300 viewer, 200, 100, and like 40s. Wow, there's a
I've
good
thought
amount of
about getting
people.
back into it because I mean I'm
I bet
pretty
we could
good at it.
annihilate these kids too. I
We
bet we could destroy
probably
all of
could.
them.
Bring it back.
Yeah,
Alright.
I know they've added a lot of bots to it too, so
Yes,
There's-
that's one
try
thing.
and compensate for the low fan base.
We noticed that like right away, dude. We saw bots like a lot. Like not even just saying it. Like it was kind of ridiculous.
We were playing
Tyler was
pretty
playing
early,
with us.
but still.
Yeah, we were playing early. It was a really weird time we were playing. Wasn't it on like
Mm,
Wednesday?
It was a
And, like-
Wednesday at like 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning. So
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Oh,
It was
because
a
Nova
weird
was
time.
Nova there?
yeah,
Yeah,
Nova
yeah.
literally tweeted me at 9 a.m. or like 8 a.m. Realm. I'm like, yerp. So I hopped on.
Yeah, I saw them playing and I was like, all right, gonna download. And we just all-
That was fun.
All right, so one more thing I want to touch on for Battle Royale games. It'll be the last one. H1Z1 is reverting back to older patches potentially.
How old?
And I don't know.
Because if we're not talking like
Season-
season patches, I'm not
yeah.
it
playing.
is Z1. I'm pretty sure it's Z1.
Oh. I might
was
play
watching
again.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
play.
was watching Hexy and he was talking about
Sexy
it.
Hexy, dude.
They're going to have Z1
Fucking
as an
throwback.
option and Z2, which is like the
Alright.
new one.
No
I
one's gonna
guess.
play Z2 though.
99% of people are gonna be playing Z1.
Yeah, so
Even that buggy, it was so much better.
that brings the question, and this is the one I'm more interested in.
Just survive.
Will survival come back? That's another question people are having
Mm.
because
I don't think so.
I could see it coming back if they revert it back to the
Z1.
oldest times of it.
I
Because
just don't think there's a big enough
when it
fan
first
base
came
for
back-
it to play it.
there was a lot of people when it was around though. You got to remember before the battle royale game mode was around, people
Oh,
were
yeah, I
playing the
know.
crap out of it.
But then once
So-
the battle royale got big, the survive servers took a toll.
Yeah.
This is why I think it could come back is because do you remember how many people were playing Atlas when it came out? And it was because it was a survival game.
Yeah.
Now, tell me one survival game right now that's doing well because I can't think of one. Escape from Tarkov, I guess you can count.
Is
as a
that even
survival game.
counted as a survival though?
It's
You
like
know,
Is it even
it's
counted
like
as
cute-
successful?
It's like a cute.
Yeah, I would say
think
it's very
yeah.
successful.
Oh yeah.
It's still doing
Definitely.
well?
Yeah,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it was
I
easily
mean,
over
like, I
15K
see-
earlier.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, it's doing
Yeah.
better than I thought.
Mhm.
I always I see it, but it's like always just really random and
No, there's a big community for that game for sure.
I
interesting.
honestly think the more patches that come out for Tarkov, the better it's going to become, and the more
was
mainstream
playing
it's
it
going to become.
yes-
I remember
yesterday.
when Tarkov it cost like $120 to play it.
Yeah, I didn't buy that at all.
I was playing Escape from Tarkov yesterday. It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really fucking hard.
You, Adam,
so-
and Spencer.
they're
yeah, we played a while
nuts.
back, but I played yesterday just solo, and it was all right. It's just, I think it's just too hardcore for me. Like, you literally have to focus on a lot. You have to be super quiet the
I feel like
whole
it's, yeah, I
time.
feel like it's not a stream game. Like it's a
Yeah.
very dedicated like you have to have the right kind of stream for it.
Yeah, it's a good game overall though. When I watch people play it that are good at it, I'm like, holy shit, this is badass. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the streamer. His name is Smoke.
Who?
He plays. His name is Smoke.
Okay.
Like just a straight name Smoke. He always plays it, and he is like really good at solo play, so it's super entertaining because he just annihilates everyone.
Yeah. It's a very I think it's a very unique game. It's a very acquired taste of game, but I don't know. I think it's got a lot of potential. I really do. I think it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, so that's some H1Z1 news. If you guys have any other games you want to talk about before I move into the one that I think Pacheco will be playing it too, but I know us three will be. The Division 2.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Are we starting off
So-
with the Borthers Division 2 run, or what's up?
So
I'm probably
Hard not
definitely
to,
gonna
dude.
get it.
That's on Epic Games. Did you guys see that?
Oh, it's gonna be on
Is it?
Epic?
It's already on Epic. You can buy it on Epic.
Why isn't it not on Ubi?
right.
Don't know. It's on Epic, not Steam.
That's interesting. I wonder what
Like,
kind of
'cause
money.
I
That's
saw
so weird.
Dr. Lupo.
Why?
You can buy the Division 2 on Epic Games, and like you can use, you know how they have that creator code thing for Fortnite.
Yeah.
So, like,
Wow.
you can use the creator codes to buy Division 2, and then they get proceeds.
I need a creator code right now. God. Sheesh.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Oh, like I'll pull it up right now. I'm like 98%.
Guys, I'm
sure.
re-downloading
I'm
Epic
a-
Games Launcher.
Yeah, so if you go to store, hold on, Walking Dead. Oh, the Walking Dead Final Season's on it too. Yep, Division 2 pre-purchase.
Epic has
Why?
spent
Massive
some money.
entertainment.
I don't understand why that would be on there and not on Uplay.
More people,
That's
dude.
so weird.
More people, 100%.
I thought Epic Games was like a separate company entirely. I
And
didn't
if you
think they would promote.
Pre-order the Gold Edition, you get up to 3 days early access, boys.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed about that, but
How
Wait,
much
say it
is
again?
It's
that?
only $100,
Oh fuck that.
and then
Yeah,
the Ultimate
people can
Edition's only
pay.
120.
Whatever.
It's not like I didn't spend that on Destiny or anything.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
so-
That is fair. Okay, I take it back.
so I'm gonna talk about the
You
Dark
did get all the
Zone.
digital content and stuff like that. Or
That's true.
For the Gold Edition, you get the year 1 pass and 3 days early access, and then the Ultimate Edition, you get the digital content and then the year 1 pass, and then 3 days early access. So I mean,
That's
if you're already
actually a
spending
lot of stuff if you think
If you're
about
already
it. I
spending
mean,
$100 to get the Gold Edition, you might as well just get the Ultimate Edition. Like,
Yeah,
you
I'll
might as well just
I'll
fork
look
over the
into
extra
it
20
because
bucks.
I love the first division.
I did
got
too,
more
man.
than my
Oh, I
hours
played the shit
played
out
up.
of it, man.
I got
I
300
am
hours
the only
in
one
it,
that
so-
did not, apparently, then.
missed
I
out.
wanted to.
You missed out on the glory days of the Dark Zone, is what you missed out
I
on.
don't think I had like, I wasn't super good friends with y'all, so like, I mean, I didn't even know Checo. Obviously, Ryan, I barely knew. And
I
I
played
didn't
on
know
Xbox
you were
back in the
interested
day.
in it.
That's what I played it
Right.
on a little bit. Yeah. I still have some Division 1 beta videos on YouTube somewhere deep in the gallery. But Dark Zone,
Yes.
Ryan.
Okay, so the DM, I don't know if the entire DMCA was lifted, but most of it was. So now people can make YouTube videos about Division 2 because people got to go there to actually play the game, as well as there's some alphas. So a couple of things that I'm going to point out that I think are mostly, I mean, all of them are good things in my opinion. There's 3 different dark zones this time around. And each day it's not confirmed yet, but each day from the looks of it, there's going to be one of those 3 considered an occupied dark zone, which is like a higher level, more difficult, more hardcore version. So basically this is how it's going to work. There's the 3 base dark zones, and in those there's friendly fire at each spawn location. I don't know if you guys remembered in the first division, but there was like you can get basically spawn killed by walking out of doors.
What?
Essentially.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
remember that.
so there's turrets that protect the spawn locations now that literally insta-kill.
Oh.
Anybody who goes rogue and tries to go near them gets insta-killed, which actually I think is a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Now also there's gear normalization, which I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. Gear normalization basically means that say someone has like top end gear and you have like some all right gear, you're both gonna have somewhat of an even fight. I mean, the person with top end gear might have a little more of an advantage, but yeah. Now the occupied dark zone, which is the more hardcore one, will have what was it? Friendly fire off, so you can't shoot your teammates. The turrets will be off, so you won't be protected when you're walking out of your spawn. And there's no gear normalization. So if you have OP gear, you're likely going to destroy anyone who doesn't have OP gear.
Right.
So it's like the
So-
kiddie pool.
Yeah, so like the base dark zone is kind of like the more laid back one, I guess I would say. And then occupied is the more hardcore. Like you go in there to get the loot is better also in those zones. So also a big change is, I don't know if you guys remember, but when gear dropped in the dark zone, you had to extract it to actually go and equip it. It has that, but it also has gear that can drop that you can equip right away. So that's cool. There's no VoIP, which I think is the worst part about it, because I think VoIP is one of the best things about PvP in video games.
Oh, there's not?
Yeah, in the
Ugh.
first division, you could just turn it off, which I think they should have done in the second. They said that they kept it, or they decided to get rid of it because they want to combat toxicity, which, I mean, I get.
It's like the
but
best part of PUBG, man.
But that's like the greatest part about it. So, yeah, that's there's a domination game mode for like regular PvP outside of the dark zone, which I think is pretty cool. There's
Okay.
team deathmatch, stuff like that.
Nice.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
The PvP is going to be solid in that game, which is awesome because,
Yeah,
I love PvP. I love PvE, man. Want more stuff to do. Sweet.
it's gonna be sweet, man.
And
Also, each dark zone only has 12 players in it. So this is a good thing though, because the zones, since there's 3 of them, they're a lot smaller. So it's more of a I don't know if you like, I went to play the Division, the first one, like a couple weeks ago, and I went into the dark zone, and the amount you have to travel just to get from the bottom one all the way to the top takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it
It's,
takes a
like,
Oh,
ridiculous.
Lord.
So I mean, size is great and all, but
Mhm.
with a complex game as they're making it now, where like you can go on top of buildings, you can go inside basically every building, you can go underground. It's all just like really cool stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. It looks like it's gonna be a good time though. There's also the one thing that I thought was kind of cool was the friendly fire, because what a lot of people would do is kind of like they would have one teammate bait shots at you basically, and now you can accidentally kill your own
I didn't even
teammates,
know it
which-
wasn't friendly fire.
Yeah, so that's gonna be cool. I'm excited. I can't wait for that game. 2 months away. Like, it's actually coming up
March.
pretty
First week of March, correct?
I think so.
And then if you get the big
Want
baller,
to buy it for me for my birthday?
big baller package, you get it 3 days early.
Something like
Correct.
that.
Get it with your tax
Well, it
return,
says
dude.
up to.
There you
3 days
go.
Early,
Up to.
so I don't know what that means.
So it could be
And
more.
No, could be less.
Less than 3, right? Yeah.
Up to 3 days, so it could be 1
Yeah.
day.
Screw that. Oh, they're gonna have a beta for it too, so we'll get to check that out. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
when? So wait, when did you say the
Kicks me
official
off.
release is?
March something.
March something, yeah.
I think it's
Early
right
March.
after my birthday, like the week after, I think, possibly.
All right, someone buy
March
it for Brandon, then someone
15th.
buy it for me.
It's
Same.
on the 15th
be
of
nice.
March.
Okay, so
What-
That's the
Anth-
day after my birthday. Someone buy it for me.
Anthem
Hog.
is exactly 1 month away, so there's
my
that
God,
too.
there's so many games, dude.
And I don't know if you guys saw
Too
the
sure how
gameplay
I
for
feel
that.
about Anthem.
Destiny with mechs.
I was,
The
Sorry, that's what I was
Division,
saying.
I don't know, for the
much better,
Anthem.
in my
I can
opinion.
only have one grindy game, and
Same, dude.
See, we don't know if
same.
Anthem's gonna be fully grindy though. That's the thing. We haven't seen anything
then what's
about
the point
Anthem.
of fucking playing it?
We don't know. You
That's what
know,
I'm saying.
I
At
just,
this
I don't know.
point,
I feel
I'm
like people
just-
are gonna get
I'm
bored of
chilling with Division
Anthem.
2.
I want it to be
I-
good.
I'm not gonna buy Anthem.
I
Yeah,
will.
I'm probably gonna skip that one.
I would suggest anyone who's considering buying Anthem don't because it's so close
wait a
to a
month.
game like the Division. First off, but also the company is known for being kind of shitty. So
What company is it again?
It's BioWare, isn't it?
Electronic
BioWare
Arts.
or something. Electronic Arts. That's who it was. Yeah.
Oh, it's a BioWare.
I think so.
EA's doing the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, wait a month and then buy the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
If
same
you
thing
still
like I
think
did
it's
with
worth it.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Bernard, take notes.
I have a couple other things. Some things with Twitch that happened.
More
If you
people
guys
not
wanna
getting
talk
banned or
about
more
that.
people getting unbanned?
So I don't know if you guys know the
Brendan
streamer.
laughs,
His
but he
name's
knows it's true.
It's so true.
PokeLols. He got
Heard of
2
him.
DMCA's now,
What?
and that's for music, and he only needs one more to get permabanned off the
Oh,
site
yeah, I forgot
Whoa.
about
Yeah.
this.
for music.
I heard about the first one.
The first one was
Like
the
they-
Juice World thing, right? Or is
Oh, that
that
was
Which is
him that
different?
got
hilarious
that?
because literally all I'd listen to is copyrighted music.
Same.
Yeah,
I
so
blast that shit.
Oh yeah,
it's
like
scary
your
stuff.
sound is copyrighted.
You're right, it is.
Yeah, that is scary.
Yeah, like I'm probably not gonna play any music from now on because it's just like if he
Which
gets a
sucks for
lot of
me 'cause my
viewers
streams are
too
so
and
boring
gets them a
anyways.
lot of money, so it's just Twitch being one-sided as always.
No, dude,
I
they
don't
just
know.
want everyone to use the Monster Cat playlist.
I guess so.
Oh, and then it still mutes your VODs unless you have a license with Monster Cat or you're sponsored by them.
Wait, what?
I
Why
guarantee.
offer it?
What's that?
Why offer it if it's gonna mute my shit then?
You have to have a technical license for it. I'm pretty sure. Look it up. Look
then
it
don't
up.
offer it.
Exactly. Well, they're just trying to make money off of Monster Cat, or Monster Cat's trying to make money. So
Also, another thing that happened was a guy got arrested, decided to stream it, got arrested by a bunch of, basically a SWAT because he killed someone. So there was that on Twitch. this week.
okay.
On
Oh, what?
like, wait, did he kill someone on stream?
Not on stream, but
But he filmed it. He streamed himself getting arrested.
yes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
What is going? How did I miss this?
Yeah, I did not hear about that one.
Yeah. It happened either today or yesterday. I
Okay,
guess.
that's why I didn't hear about it. But yeah, dude. Wow.
Was that on live stream fail?
Yes.
I need
it
to
was
check
on
that
a
out,
couple.
dude.
And then an Overwatch trophy broke on stream.
Not surprised.
That was meant for like the top end players or some shit. So that shows how cheap Blizzard is. And
No.
Omega lol.
Final Fantasy 14 has a new class called the Blue Mage. And
Pog.
basically
How
what the
different
Blue
from
Mage
regular mage.
So what the Blue Mage can do is when he kills enemies, like there's certain enemies throughout your leveling experience that you kill and you actually learn their abilities as your own.
What?
So like say you fight a raid boss, that's a way to learn one of their abilities.
Okay,
That's pretty cool. That's
nutty.
Like
pretty
that-
cool.
I think
Like
that's
OP.
one of the coolest designs I've ever seen in any game.
But
I like
okay,
that.
hold on. How RNG is it though? Because
Well, I don't know if it even is RNG. I think it's just completing it, like just doing
so
it.
you
You know?
kill like a certain amount of these guys and you learn this ability.
Yeah. So
Imagine if it was like Destiny 2 loot dropping. Like,
Oh
it's
my
like,
god.
you kill this raid boss. Oh, sweet! I got my 8th midnight coup.
yeah.
Or Evan
Um,
never got the
Evan.
midnight coup. We ran through that thing like 8 times. He never got
Like,
it.
just finished the Spire of the Stars raid. Hey, you guys want to run through the Leviathan?
Okay,
so I can
that
get my midnight
raid
coup?
was a nightmare. Were you
What, Spire of the
part of
Stars?
that one, Ryan? The Spire of the
What one?
Stars? Spire of the
Spire
Stars?
of the Stars, the
I
third
was
one.
there.
Oh my god,
That
that
was
it-
the one
it was-
with the big pyramid thing. You have to.
it was
aim
the one where
lasers,
me
right?
and Clutch like accidentally threw the stuff at the end because we thought we lost and we ended up beating it.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
you, me. It was Bren, Ryan, Clutch, Evan,
Zach.
me, and Zach.
Oh
And
my god.
Evan and Clutch were extremely underleveled. Like it was like a 360 raid, and they
Yeah,
were like
feels bad,
320.
dude.
It's
And
in the-
so it was like anytime we we ran through like the final boss like 15 times or something like that, and switched Evan and Clutch around like 12, like 7 of those 8 times or something like that.
Oh,
Because like we couldn't, like somehow they'd always end up on the same side. It's like you can't add clear
Dude.
at a 40 level disadvantage.
yeah, good times, man.
But yeah, so with
I need
all
to
of
play
these
that,
game releases over the next 2 months, I think Destiny might be in a little bit of a rough spot because I don't know about you guys, but content wise from the Forge, whatever, besides the raid, it kind of wasn't anything.
It wasn't
substantial.
anything insanely
Well,
special.
and they tried to make it special, but then people like Datto and everyone couldn't figure out the fucking puzzle or something. Like I don't in the lab, I don't know enough about it. I didn't
Yeah.
actually like look into it, but they spent 17 hours trying to figure it out, and then
Yep.
Bungie was just like, you know what, too hard, unlock it. Like
Yeah.
really, that's
oh.
instead of like giving a hint or like 3 hints, you're just like, you know what, nah.
Yeah.
Bungie and
Just unlock the whole
Activision are
thing.
no longer a thing. That's another big thing that happened this week.
Y'all
I
talked
thought that
about
was last
That
week.
was last
Yeah,
week,
y'all
but
talked
yeah.
about that last week.
Was it?
Because I
Mhm.
was able to catch a little bit of the podcast last week.
I
when
didn't
you
even
guys
know
were
that was
talking about
last
it.
week. It felt like this
That's
week.
what I'm saying, bro. The time
Yeah.
right now. But yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah,
if you
that's
told me, yeah, like how Brendan said, if you told me we started this podcast 21 weeks ago, I don't know if I'd believe you.
it's crazy.
It almost feels longer, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's been going on for 21 weeks.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
half
in
a
the same
year.
boat.
If you guys think about it, we've been doing it for 6 months now.
Jeez. Good
Yeah, Stroxy's
lord.
been doing it for 3 months.
I was waiting for that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry, dude.
All right.
I
I'm
only
sorry.
missed 3, okay?
I'm kidding.
It just happened to be 2 weeks in a row.
I'm
So
sorry.
another
I'm just kidding.
thing that brought me to think about was, do you think there's going to be other companies splitting from Activision now? Do you
Oh, please
think-
let me Blizzard. Please.
That's what I was going to say.
No
I don't think it's
way.
gonna
No way you think Blizzard could do that. Do you really think
I
they
wish.
could?
Yeah, they're not, but I mean, boy can dream.
Okay, so this is an argument that's been going on since that. Blizzard and Activision have been together since 2006 or 5. While Bungie and Activision were together since 2012, I believe. So, although they have been together longer, with the recent backlash and with sub counts being probably at their lowest ever in WoW,
That
which
is
around
crazy.
3 million, which is very low. That's probably lower than Final Fantasy 14 now, actually, or close to. So, I don't know. I don't know how. Okay, so Bungie and Activision aren't fully split right now. They're in the beginning processes of that. So, I guess we'll have to see how that changes things. If
I wonder if they're
Bungie-
gonna wait until the spring quarter to fully,
That's a good point.
like they'll
If-
probably
For
'cause
content?
they had like because
Yeah.
they had the Bungie, you know how the Bungie like released like, okay, we have the winter shit, the spring, summer, and December, like just the year 2 stuff.
That's
or
a good
year 3,
point.
whatever year we're in now. They'll probably keep Activision along just to finish up whatever spring content they're trying to release, and then once that's out, they'll probably cut it. I mean, that's
Which-
my guess, at least.
Which brings me back to something that we talked about a couple times. We talked about how Destiny was supposed to be a 10-year game, which is actually incorrect. It was supposed to be a 10-year franchise for 4 separate games.
Wow,
So that
Whoa.
changes things a little bit because
they're already on.
that
Is this year 2 or year 3?
I think this is year 2.
2.
And so, are they including Destiny 1? Because if they're including Destiny 1, they have 5 years to release 2 games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I mean, at the rate they're going, I think they might be able to. It all depends, I guess.
Well, you think so? You think this is gonna be the only year release for Destiny 2?
Hmm.
But they haven't even teased
No,
a
no,
Destiny
no.
3 yet.
No, I'm not saying it's the only yearly release this
Does
year.
a Destiny
Well-
3 even need to come out anytime soon, though?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
so, but
They
The-
should
the
at least
game's
try and
pretty-
get through the next year, through this year, and see where the player base is at. And if the player base isn't there, then they should start pushing for D3.
I think the player base is a lot higher than people think. You got to add into consideration not only PC players, but it is popping on console. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people play that game on console. I just think, I don't know. I really do think Destiny 2 is polished enough to sustain another year.
Sit on Destiny 2 for the next.
Yeah, just fix some of the shit that's going on with
not-
Destiny 2.
Just keep adding on. Take some things from Destiny 1, add some dungeons from D1, some raids from D1, somehow implement that into new content. I don't know if I'd play anything else right now. Dude, straight up.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Having the Vault of Glass available in D2?
Are you talking? That'd be sick. Like having like the Nazi zombies remastered, but raids.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? That'd be
That'd
sick.
be fucking cool.
That'd be
Well, they
crazy.
did that-
Sounds good.
Especially
They did
considering the fact
that-
that I never did the Destiny 1 raids. You know how awesome that would be for me?
Well, at the end of Destiny 1, that's what they did. They made it so all of the old raids were
He does that all.
beneficial to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do that in D2. Just add some more stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I know it's easier said than done, and maybe now that they're away from Activision, they'll have more
343's already
freedom.
shown that they can do it though. They've remastered all the Halos.
Very poorly. Very,
I
very
mean,
poorly.
Well, what they did was they just took the coding and then just made the
They
graphics look
fucked it
nicer.
all up. No, dude, that was the worst launch of any game ever, man. Like,
I
don't know.
100% agree with the launch quote.
that was got to be the worst launch I've ever seen. I honestly don't know if 343 can do it. I think there's like, I don't know. They got
I'm
in on
not saying 343, but I mean like they showed that it's possible just to remaster like, you know, a game. So I'm saying you could just remaster that those raids and put them out.
I'd play them.
That's what I'm saying. I've never played them, so you know how like I would do. That would be amazing if I could do that. And imagine if they like drop some of the same guns.
Yeah,
as they did back
bring
then.
the Thorn back. Bring like what's like another? There's like some other guns, but bring some classic guns back. Oh my gosh, dude, be so much
They brought
fun.
the Thunderlord back, which
Yep.
is the light machine gun. Also, how much do you guys think Fortnite made in 2018? Just wild guess.
The whole
$3 billion.
year.
The whole year.
Let's see.
I'm gonna say
I'm pretty
somewhere in
sure I
there.
saw it and it was something around like $3 billion.
$7 billion.
I'm gonna say 5, Bob.
$2.4 billion in
Dang it.
2018.
That
So
is
That's still absolutely fucking ridiculous.
wild. That's a freaking early
free
access
to play game, by the way.
Okay, you
Talking
got to
about a
give them the
free-to-play.
benefit of the doubt. Their skin game is top notch.
Yeah, it's unmatched.
It's unmatched, and
They're
there's no
releasing new
game.
skins every single fucking week.
Every
dude.
day, every other day almost, dude. It's ridiculous. It's
Good for them.
crazy.
Is it so like yeah. Pretty insane. Pretty insane.
I just need
Really?
Epic to make their MMO that'll take over the world and ruin my life. That's what I need from them.
Yeah. We'll see.
They have the money, Ryan. They have it. They can just buy anything they want now
You should just buy WoW and then
and just make it good.
destroy it.
Oh no.
Oh, dude. Damn.
I'd rather play a WoW 2 at this point. Like a whole new game.
Dang.
Yeah, that's rough. New raid comes out Tuesday though, so that's cool.
You streaming it?
Yeah.
Eh.
Are you still in that guild?
Yep, we got we came top
'Cause I
100
thought you were
on our server.
I thought you were leaving that.
Yeah, I was considering it for a little bit because there was just a shit show going on, but I was given permission to yell at people and basically shit on anyone that fucked up, so that made it all better.
Raid leader
So that
Ryan.
And
alone-
guess what happened?
Let
If-
Ryan stay.
The only times I ever did that is when we got kills on bosses. So when I actually got pissed off and started calling people out, we killed the bosses.
No
so
more
that's
wipes, idiots.
Yep.
Oh man, I was watching
that's
one of
like-
those wow runs with when you were streaming it the other day, and can it really be that hard, like to follow
It's
instructions?
Not. That's the fucking thing that pisses me off so much, dude.
I feel like
like-
I could do that, and I don't even play
Okay.
WoW.
Brennan, you do have to think about it though. We have 6 people doing Destiny 2 raids, and how hard is that?
It is a lot of coordination. It's just there's some things that I understand people can't do, but then there's other things that I know people can do super easily. So like that's when it gets frustrating for me. That's when I start to freak out on people because it's like I understand the first 3 times, but once we get to the 5 or 6 tries and you're still fucking up, it's just like, come on.
People
Raid Dad is
Spire of the
disappointed.
Stars.
Yeah. So basically, what's happening is like the new raid's coming out, and we're gonna be able to actually kick people who don't pull their weight. So I'm excited.
So are
Because
people
that's gonna bring a lot of new people back that we can replace them for.
true?
That was the whole issue. Was in WoW, you basically for the highest level content, you need 20 people minimum. Like you can't have more or less than the 20. So we didn't have backups because, as you guys know, the sub count for WoW is super fucking low right now. So like we couldn't find anyone to fill the spots. We just needed people. So we had to take all the shitty guys, but now we're gonna be able to kick them. So
It's a way of the road, boys. You don't interrupt, you get kicked. There are people missing interrupts. That would be really bad.
Dude, could you imagine if we did that in our D2 raids?
6 people. You're out of here.
It's like, all right, let me just wait another hour so Evan can get on. Oof.
Nah, Destiny raids are pretty easy though.
that's all I have for news, really.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
all
there wasn't an insane amount of. Well, that's more of this upcoming month. Anything this month? The only things I can think of that I'm really excited for this month is obviously Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Resident Evil 2 remake. But I mean, we hashed on that last week. But dude, I like I said, I don't even like horror games very much. But this Resident Evil 2 remake just it's
great,
drawn
dude.
me in.
Did you try it?
I watched
Did you
Sparky
try
play
the
through
demo?
it.
Yeah,
have-
you guys should try.
Is it still like the wonky ass camera angle?
No,
No,
they
dude, it's
fixed
behind.
it.
It's over the soldier.
It's over the shoulder, just like Resident Evil
Cool.
4 was, and that was the best one. So
Cool.
It's
That's
gonna
why I
be
was.
good,
That's
man.
why I was when I heard about a Resident Evil 2 remastered. I was worried that they were just gonna do kind of like what Halo did and just
yeah,
change the graphics to look nicer. But no, that's good that they made it.
yeah, same story, just cleaner.
Yeah.
Like, much
Really
cleaner.
clean.
I
It's
can't wait for it.
gorgeous looking. I wonder what the specs are gonna be, like the recommended specs, because that game looks crazy good.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
2070
Um,
Ti's. i7 8700K.
Oh god, I'm out of the league
Overclocked.
then. Overclocked. Just absolute overkill machine. God dang it.
To get 30 frames per second.
Yeah. God, 30 frames a second.
Sounds like my fucking Call of Duty Blackout frames.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
Dude, I really just need to take the time to overclock all my shit. You realize how like I could literally make like my PC work for the next like be fine for the next like 2 years if I just overclocked my stuff.
I did do that too, honestly. I'm not.
I got like I
don't do that
literally
either.
got an Asus motherboard, the Asus Z170A, just so I could overclock, and the i7 6700K just so I could overclock my computer, and I've had it for almost like a year, almost 2 years now, and I haven't overclocked it still.
Same.
mine's
I'm also just
overclocked
scared that I'm gonna
20%.
break it because I
Me
know
too,
nothing.
dude.
The fans are not
I'm
moving.
right there with you, dude. Ugh.
I also probably need to get another fan and install it. I only have the
You have water cooling, right?
fuck no, I don't have
Oh,
water
I would
cooling.
highly suggest it. I
have-
finally
I
finally
spent
dove
way
in.
too much money on my computer
No,
as it was,
I
let alone
respect
to
that.
get water cooling.
No, I
only got
respect that.
one aftermarket fan, and so I have 2 fans in my computer.
It's just
I have 3. And
I have
water
the one
cooling.
that's on
Yep.
the processor, and I have the one in the back. I don't even know where another one would go though. There's no spot for it to go.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was like that for the longest time. Like, I don't need water cooling, but I invested in it finally. Games are running way better. Just the computer just runs more
My computer's never that
silent.
hot though.
True. I mean, you're also not on it as much as I am. I mean, I'm literally on it all day. So I mean,
That's true.
I invested in it just so it stays cool and it's
Yeah.
you know not pushing itself too hard.
See, but my thing is like I'm really weird when it comes to like shit like this. So like I will literally just like let things roll as long as I can, and not spend the money on it. But then as soon as I spend the money on it, I then spend the money on everything else that
Go
I think I might
balls
need.
to the
So, like,
wall.
I will like it'll be like, oh, I need $150 for water cooling. It's like, okay, but then I spend an extra like $200 on a bunch of other shit that I might need.
Yeah, that's
like
what...
I feel like if I do water cooling, then I'd want to do RGB lighting, and then it's just like
That's the way it goes.
Especially because now how my computer is, I actually have the tempered glass facing my way so I can see inside the computer.
I have that with both of mine now. It's fantastic. And it's all matching lights now too. Woo!
Yeah, so that's my issue, is because as soon as I spend the money, I spend a lot more money.
Yeah.
Well, water cooling's not going to cost you 150, right? I mean, I
have no clue.
I think it's kind of.
I also have no clue how to set it up.
There are very, very cheap brands that do the same exact thing. I just personally like to get the Corsair ones just because they have the big radiator.
And that's my thing, is if I'm going to spend the money, I'm going to spend, especially on something this expensive, I'm going to spend the money for quality. I'm going to make sure everything
They are
runs
good
right.
quality. Both of mine have the Corsair H100 eyes or whatever they're called. But yeah, they're good. They got the big radiator so you can suck like the cold air or get the warm air out.
How much space does that take up? Because...
See, okay, so I invested finally in my gaming rig. Just the whole case is brand new. I got a whole new cabling thing, new fans, water cooling, new power supply. Like I got everything just tuned up basically. So I got a big case. If I can look, it's
Do you have a mid or a full?
It's definitely a full, but it's about...
'Cause I have a mid.
Yeah, mid. It could fit in a mid.
I'd be pushing the size.
But it would be snug if you don't have really good cable management.
See, and I haven't messed with my cable management. I could easily go through and just...
You could fit it in a mid. Just gotta make sure you measure. And just be sure.
And that's the thing, is like I don't know. There's no one that I know that's into computers around my area that would be able to
what's the store?
Show me what to do.
Because luckily I have a store by me that's, they have like professionals there. They just tell you everything.
No. I have a Best Buy.
Best Buy has some PC stuff. You'd be surprised at some of those guys.
Yeah, no, remember that PC that I sent you for like $1,300? I was like, yo, I should get this, but then I was kind of scared of the motherboard because the motherboard apparently is shit.
I go nothing but Asus or what is the other ones? MSIs are pretty good too.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Like,
MSI.
Dude, this computer that I saw at Pacheco and Ryan, it had 16 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte SSD, a 2070 Ti, and there was something else, and it was like $1,300 pre-built. Like I could have walked out the store.
Damn.
Yeah. My computer costs more than that.
Yeah, I'm still rocking.
But that motherboard. But then I looked it up online, and everyone's like, "Yeah, the motherboard's a little oof." Oh yeah, it was an i7. The processor was an i7 8700K.
Whew. Mama.
Yeah, for $1,300. I was like, "Damn, dude, that's a fucking good deal."
You can just like change out the. I guess motherboards would cost like around what 200.
Like the one I got was
good one.
150. Asus Z71A. It was like about 150, 180. So I mean, but then the thing is, it's like, okay, well, I built one computer, so like, how hard would it be to take everything apart and then like redo the processor and everything on it?
It's not that bad, I think. I don't know.
I just get too
As a tech moron, dude, I'm the same way. I almost destroyed my first one I built, but the second one was like smooth as cake.
See, I was scared enough that when I built mine, like my dad was working for the Navy at the time, and he brought home these like pads, and they were like shock, like you touched it and it like took away all like the electricity like in your hands.
Oh, like a grounding
pad. So I literally
pad.
I set my computer on it and like was building it off of it. And anytime I like went to go touch like the motherboard or like the graphics card or the RAM, I touched the pad before I even touched anything.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, because I was not trying to fry a fucking motherboard.
By the way, I meant to say smooth as pie, not or easy as cake, and then I said smooth as cake.
That's
you know what I meant.
I honestly didn't even notice. I knew where you were going for.
He's just so happy that Erez is just gone. He doesn't even know. He doesn't have words for it.
I was gone for like 2 seconds, and you came back with silly string on you and a party hat.
You missed it. Oh,
dude. Okay, so I'll do it again because
just rehash it.
Stroxy was here. So ignore this in the bit. No, I'm just kidding. No, Erez is gone, Stroxy, so we can have good
I
times.
heard that, but then I like walked away, and then I came back, and you had a party hat on and silly string, and I was like,
I have the air horn still. Let me blow the air horn again.
no,
Oh,
that
God.
hurt my ear. I was there for that.
Okay.
I had one
It's like,
ear
no,
off
not
because I
round
was
two,
talking to
please.
someone, and it just my left ear was just like, bleeding for like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, you get the gist.
Yeah. Oh. Might have to
Silly
go get
string,
another beer.
something. I need to invest in silly string.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that stream? I don't know if it was silly stream, but you remember the guys that stream where the guy like had something and like he had like a trash can in the back of his in his live stream. Then he threw a cigarette in his trash can and it caught on fire and he like ended up burning his whole room down.
Yep.
Really? I never saw that.
I don't know
Yeah,
if it was
that's
silly
crazy.
stream, but
He lit
either
something
way,
on
though.
fire and just. He's
Yeah.
like trying to like blow the fire away. Like, dude, you're making it worse.
You're adding oxygen.
He's
to
all
it.
fanning it.
Yeah.
This will help.
This will really make the
Like,
fire
no,
go down,
dude.
Paul.
Sacrifice a blanket and throw that shit in the trash.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
suffocate it.
Suffocated.
Fuck.
Don't fan it or whatever he was trying to do. It was bad. That's bad.
Dude, no, I was at work, and so we're working in this like concrete house, so everything's super cold right now. And this guy, like one of the framers of the house, he put a beanie. Like they had these little radiator fans, and he put a beanie on it. And like we were upstairs, and we were like, "What's that smell?" And we came downstairs, and it looked like, you know how like when you heat like something wet, like sometimes it'll like evaporate, and like you'll see the little smoke coming out.
Mhm.
That's what we thought was happening to the beanie, and then I was like, hold on, wait. I picked it up. It was completely dry, and in the middle of it, there was just a fat burn mark. It was about to catch on fire.
Oh
in the middle of the
gosh.
house. And it was like right next to some wood. Like that whole entire
Nice.
house, if no one would have caught it, yeah.
Sheesh.
And then like I touched it, and the whole entire like front of the hat just went and just crunched.
Did God give some people brains? I wonder. God.
I don't know, dude. It
Dude.
was a cider, bro.
Oh man. Things burn, people. Like
I know,
things
it's like-
catch on fire.
Like I put
man.
my gloves on there to like warm them up, but the thing is I put them on there, and then I stand there for like 30 seconds, and then I take them off and I put my gloves back on.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
You don't just leave things that burn on things that burn things.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
like putting a flame next to paper and then being like, it'll be okay.
This is fine.
Your dog is slowly pushing your comforter off the bed.
Just slowly.
Yeah.
I just watched the comforter slowly come into frame.
She likes laying under blankets. So,
So
she
does my dog.
gets under. Yeah.
I know. I see
she'll-
Brent's Snapchats, and his dog is just laid up and like tucked into a little burrito.
Yeah,
Yep.
she'll push under it, and then if she can't get under it, she looks at me and waits for me to do it.
Is that what you were
She
doing
got it on
earlier?
her own. Yeah, I
please.
do. I have to do it for her all the time. She's still moving around.
It's just oh man, we don't deserve dogs, man. Hilarious.
See, my dog likes to be under, likes to mess with blankets, but then as soon as I put it over his head, he just freaks out.
Just no,
Speaking
don't
of,
do that. And there he is. The Borker.
the Borker. God, I have a space heater on, and he opened up my door, and now it's really cold.
Yeah, I
Ryan, what is your shirt, by the way? I was thinking of Good Will
Wicked
Hunting.
Pissa.
Like, I was looking wicked smart.
It's wicked pissa. My
wicked.
mom got it for me for Christmas.
Nice. Now, as a guy who has no idea what that is that literally what it is? Like you're a really good pisser, or
I think it's an insult.
It's probably an insult. It's
sure.
probably like an
like
English insult.
something from Boston. Wicked.
Yeah, it is.
Wicked pisser.
It's Irish too, I think.
Very unpleasant or painful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ryan is very painful because he's got a big schlong. Am I right, girls? No, I'm just kidding.
I forgot you had that stupid thing.
Sorry. I got to get my money out of it. This whole like
That's
New Year's
facts.
party kit for two that we had
Oh.
for two people is was like $20. So I
Fun.
gotta get my $20
I was
out
gonna
of it.
say, fun for the
So,
whole year.
Mort said, I got a question for all of you guys. Build your own PC or buy a pre-built one, and why?
Don't ever buy a pre-built one as your first PC, please.
Unless this was a
I
year
bought
ago.
mine. I
No,
bought
hey, Hey,
mine
actually,
pre-built.
buying a pre-built is cheaper than buying a custom built one now.
Yes, and
It used to be.
yes, but if you, I don't know, I learned the hard way with mine, man, because I bought a pre-built
How
one.
long ago did you buy it though?
That was 5 years ago.
Mm.
So I don't know. My personal experience, I would have saved way more money building it my own and not wasted more money putting stuff back into it. It was a mess.
And that's very true. I think up until like this year, it would have been smarter just to to build your own, and that's why I built mine. But as of right now, from what I've seen, is that the prices aren't that different. Like if you went on and like built your own and then like ordered everything, it's actually not that much of a difference in price. Like sometimes it's actually cheaper to get a pre-built one.
Well,
I
parts.
got mine.
And that way, you
pre-built.
know, everything's already set up properly. There's no way of you frying something. And if something does get fried, you can just be like, hey, you guys built
This
this
is
shit.
how
I
I
need a new one
suggest it
because
to
you guys fucked
people.
it up.
Compare the prices first. If it's a substantial amount, then obviously build it yourself. But I didn't build mine. I got mine pre-built, and I would have never changed my mind on that because I have 4 years of insurance on every single part. So what I suggest is build your own if you can get some good insurance on it on every part, or if you can't, get it pre-built from a very well respected brand.
Yeah, like iBuyPower or like
Mhm.
MSI or something like that. Which iBuyPower was the PC that I was.
Yeah, that's where I made the
talking about
mistake.
earlier.
I mean, I'm just like looking on Amazon. Oh, an i7 just buys it. It's
I
like,
got
ugh.
mine from CyberPower PC.
That's a good one too.
I heard weird things about iBuyPower, so I was like, I'll try Cyber.
Well, both those
And-
people get GPUs at the MSRP rate, which is not as big of a thing as it was like a year and a half ago or a year
Oh,
ago
God, that
when
was
GPUs
crazy.
were, because all the crypto data or crypto
Bitcoin.
mining.
Dude, I bought my
Bitcoin.
bought my GPU 3 months before that happened. I went from buying a $400 GPU to buy and save myself $700.
Oh
The
my
same
gosh.
GPU that I bought was $1,000 3
Dude.
months after.
That was when the 1080 Ti's were $1,600 probably. Yeah, because
Yep,
I
my
remember
10
I bought mine a little bit before you bought yours.
Yeah,
and mine
because I came to you to ask about everything.
Yeah,
because I knew nothing about actually building my own PC.
because I got mine for like 700, and yeah.
I got a 1070 GTX, and it's like FTW. I don't know the fucking difference between them all.
Yeah.
Mine was like 400. Oh, and came with Ghost Recon Wildlands or For Honor. Was that the other game?
For
that was a game?
Honor, holy!
And so
It's actually a
I was
pretty
like-
cool idea for a game.
It was super cool, but it was gonna die, and so I was like, I'm gonna get Ghost Recon Wildlands because I loved the Ghost Recon games. I downloaded it.
How many hours you got on that?
And a whopping 0.
It
Because by
looks
the
like a
time I finally-
donut.
when I finally got everything built and downloaded it, you, Spencer, and Adam were done playing, and I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah, I didn't buy the game.
It
I
was
don't think.
not a good game.
Oh, maybe it was just Spencer and Adam that were playing.
Yeah,
then.
I didn't buy the game because it was that bad.
Yeah, the
it was
beta's
rough.
just kind of like, I mean, this is technically a video game, but it's
It
like
had a cool concept. I think if they made it open world PvP, it would have been fucking insane.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought it was gonna
holy
be. Like
crap.
you rolling
Yeah.
in the Jeep down the jungle with your boys.
Yep.
Kind of like Just
You have, like,
Cause
the
type of
different
deal, but like,
drones and
yeah,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you said, the idea was cool with that game. The execution was awful,
Subpar.
awful. It
They
was just
had
the same
PvP,
stuff.
but it was like just team deathmatch and shit. So
Yeah, well,
if
hard.
they
I
made
feel
it
like it was
open
hard
world,
for them to
dude,
branch off of that because I mean, all the other Ghost Recon games, like Advanced Warfighter or whatever, was a campaign, like how it was in Wildlands, and then it was TDM or like
yeah.
domination.
I would have
or
loved.
control.
I would have loved the shit out of it if it was open world PvP. Like,
because
that
I
would've been
love
so
those games too, but it sucked that it was such a bust.
Yep.
But I
Man.
wouldn't have played For Honor, so I took the risk.
Isn't it?
For Honor wasn't bad, but I know I can
by
completely
the
understand
time-
why that game died.
By
They're
the
still
time I
updating
even
it.
got my GPU, For Honor was already dead.
Yeah, For
That
Honor's still
sucks.
getting updates and shit.
They added new characters and everything.
Yep,
It was super cool looking. It just, I felt like it was too
Well,
too
the
repetitive.
launch of For Honor was horrible, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was terrible
I do not,
because
actually.
the servers were awful, and once the servers got fixed, they already lost most of their players, but some of the people that still wanted to check it out, there was one class in particular that was absolutely busted, so it was only one class that people were using in duels, so then, I don't know, they just lost their player base from then on. But
was that the samurai with the large fucking stick or whatever, long like pike or whatever, just stabbing people from a distance?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it was something like that.
It was a girl, and she had
Yeah.
that giant pike. Yep.
Because she'd do like backflips, and then she'd like poke damage you, and you'd get stunned, and then she'd just like
She could hit
finish you off of it.
Yeah, she basically could hit you before you could even react.
Well, I mean, she had like a 6-foot fucking stick.
Yeah, so
that
she
stabbed
couldn't
you,
hit
and then
her
it
if
was
you
like,
wanted.
and everyone else was like, okay, well, I have to be within 2 feet of you to even try,
Do
and
you
so she
guys
just back up and
remember-
go.
Do you guys remember when that game was about to release? How many people were like playing the beta and alpha?
Yeah.
Holy
Well, it
yeah.
was a blast,
that
dude.
game-
It
dude,
was
it
it was
could've
what
fucking
Dynasty
gone-
Warriors should have been
Yeah.
if it was good, if they actually executed it right and didn't have server problems, because it was so good, because you had the full scale war shiz, like
Yep.
where you would have, let's just say, like,
And they had like AI.
yeah, they
in
had
the middle
AI
of it.
you could
3
fight
different
against.
factions.
Oh my
They had
God.
the different factions too, so there was like a big war going on. You could take over zones and like,
Dude.
holy fuck, man, that game could have done so well.
And
It's
how?
insane.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that like PlanetSide 2 concept though. It's like, hey,
Um,
we're taking over stuff, but it doesn't really mean that much because you're so like, you personally aren't doing a whole lot of stuff at the same time. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know.
There's got to be more of a like. You got to feel like you actually did something. I feel like
Right.
if they like say they make the map bigger and each queued like game actually takes over that particular part of the map
That,
instead of
dude.
like that you had to wait like hours before it actually took over spots. It should
Yep.
be instant. Like that shit would be insane.
Dude, you know,
Planet Side 2, the big battles they have in that lasts like 8 hours.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
what?
It's like holy shit.
Isn't it crazy how like everyone is just looking for that one crazy open world experience that just is
Open world
breathtaking?
PvP,
Dude.
I don't know why no company takes a hold of it.
I don't know, man. Do you think
Like, it
do you think
can't
it's
be that
easier?
hard.
I mean, it's easy. Obviously, everything's easier said than done, but it is a simple concept. But how do you do it the right way? You know what I mean? Like PlanetSide has a solid grasp of like the large scale battles and stuff, but having that, but in different zones, you know what I mean? Like not just having it in one zone, but multiple zones across an entire like world or like universe type of thing. Could you imagine something like that?
Yeah, that's what I want.
That would
man.
be insane, dude. Like, oh, just like you could do anything in that open world, but like everything happens in real time too, and just it's just a bunch of customization. I don't know. I'm just going on like what something could be fun for everyone. I mean, everyone can play a game like that and have fun in some sort of way, in their own type of way. Just be crazy, man.
Definitely.
I wonder how, like you said, how hard that really is to make.
Dude, I was talking about it on Twitter a little bit, but with how the story is going and stuff like that, and how races are working in WoW right now, I think there could potentially be 3 different factions now coming up. where
Really?
it's not just Horde and Alliance anymore. It's a third one where like both Horde and Alliance could actually be together. And
That would be wild.
I was talking about it with David, and the idea I had for it was actually pretty cool, I thought, because like, I mean, with how WoW is doing right now, I feel like it could spice things up on another level. Like ESO has 3 factions, and I feel like most games should have 3 factions. Guild Wars 2 has 3 factions in it with world versus world, the big large scale PvP. I feel like it's always more interesting when there's 3 teams instead of a 1v1.
Right.
Could you imagine like because doesn't each patch in like WoW have like Horde and or Alliance is like a little bit more like used depending on the
Yeah.
patch.
Yep.
So could you imagine it like how that would work out if there was a third faction?
So the reason why I think it could potentially be coming is a few things. One, there's these things called allied races, which have been introduced into the game, where there's 3 of them right now, and there's a total of 6 right now. There's going to be 8 in a couple of weeks, and it's basically a whole new race that kind of brings their own story, whatever. But each one sides with either the Alliance or the Horde. But right now, in this coming patch on Tuesday, you're going to actually be able, for the first time ever, they've never done this in WoW before. Quests are going to be you choose your own path, which is like, it's insane actually, because like it's going to completely change.
That's
how certain
completely
things
changing
happen.
leveling and the story and like.
Yeah. So
Huh.
could you imagine if certain players taking certain routes could potentially bring you towards, all right, let's team up with the Alliance of this, and then the other Horde who chose the other side are like, all right, let's fucking destroy the Alliance and the people who
Dang, that's wild.
decided to go with, like,
So many different
I
options.
think it can happen right now because it's just story wise. First off, it just makes sense, but also there's a lot of evidence that could back it up. A lot of people have been talking about it too, but it's pretty crazy because I would play the shit out of the game, like more. I only play about 2 to 3 days a week right now for only, I want to say 9 hours a week total, and I used to play it daily. So
That's almost more time than I play games in general.
yeah. Oh, also Overwatch has we were talking about Dynasty Warriors. Overwatch has the Chinese New Year event
That's
going on
right.
soon, and they
Dude,
have
the Reaper
characters.
skin. Holy fuck.
That's the one I want the most, dude. Lu Bu was the character I played in Dynasty Warriors, and
Lubu,
he has a skin
holy, I
like it.
love Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, dude. So they have a Reinhardt one for Jin Zhao, I think his name is.
I haven't seen that one
And
yet.
yeah, that was just.
I'm gonna have
announced
to
on their
spend some
Twitter.
money on Overwatch just to buy the skins and then get off the game.
Yeah, they have a whole
Yeah.
bunch, dude, and they all look really good. And it's funny because David and I were talking about Dynasty Wars just the other day.
I love Dynasty Warriors, man.
Oh
I
my
played the
god,
shit
that
out of
is so fucking cool.
Aren't they
I
cool
just saw it.
skins? They're sweet
Dude, yeah.
skins.
The only shitty thing is you can't just buy them. You have to unlock them or buy them with the credits
Yeah,
that I
I-
only have like.
They have
100
that
of.
Hearthstone method, baby. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to know what they're doing. Now their stocks are tanking. But I mean, that's besides the point. But you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you can't just buy the skins, but you have to buy it through currency.
Yeah, which I have none of.
Yeah, same.
I used to just spend like $40 on the crates. That's how I would get most of them. I'd get lucky. Crates, RNG. Yes.
Yeah, that game's getting better, but it's a slow.
It's a slow crawl up to the top
yeah.
again, man. But in the right direction, I think.
Yeah, we were
And
playing it last night.
yeah,
We
you
having a
guys
pretty
were
decent time.
having some good funds.
Yeah,
That's
we were
good though.
just playing
Played o- I-
casual, but
I don't think I've even placed this season.
I haven't yet either.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I
I
placed
didn't-
this season.
I
I
didn't
don't
even
know if
try
I
that
placed
shit.
last season and then played more, or if I placed this season and haven't played.
I actually
I haven't placed in the
saw.
last
I'm
3
checking.
seasons, dude.
Checo, we still need to play more.
Yeah, it's not gonna be on Overwatch.
If you bring
I
a
mean,
bottle
I'll
of
play.
whiskey,
No, I'll
maybe.
take that back. All right, dude. Yeah, no shit. But no,
See, the thing is that like you play fucking Black Ops, and I don't play that.
That's my game, man. I don't know.
No. I need to figure something out.
I play Overwatch every once in a while. I have to play. I can deal with the other dumb 4 teammates we're most potentially going to get. That's a toxic way to get into that, right? Our 4 teammates are automatically going to be stupid. But no, seriously, Stroxy, our 4 teammates are most likely going to be stupid. So I cannot join team chat after like the first 3 games. After that, I'm out.
I don't blame you.
Just never join, and I'll just relay information.
No, I hate it because that's annoying to do as well. I mean, you're screwed if you don't and screwed if you do, because they get toxic if I talk to people. And we have that one dude, and then screwed if I don't join, because you have to relay or I just don't hear their shitty callouts that aren't going to be, not going to be relevant.
I don't know. Way. That's why you just got to queue with 3 people. Just don't go into voice. Queue with 3 people. Fill. Hope for the best. I think that's the best way to play it nowadays. Straight up. Yeah,
Laz and Josh have been duo queuing.
It's been fun to watch, man.
Yeah, they don't even fucking go into chat. They just him and Josh.
Yeah.
Of course, Lasis is playing Josh OG.
Oh, he's playing Overwatch?
He's been maining it for the last week.
Well, I saw him playing Siege like a week ago.
He was going to try and main that, but he's like, I might try Overwatch again. Boom.
Oh, dude, within like 2 days of him being like, I'm going to start playing Siege, he had like 3 1v5 clutches.
Dude, you should have seen me popping off on Siege earlier. Woo!
Oh, yeah?
Dude, I'm a Glaz main.
Dude. Yeah,
Glaz is good.
We were wrecking.
I love Glaz.
We were rolling in the W's. David was playing with us too, and he was having a good time.
I haven't played a game with David in
He
so
was
long.
like, dude, last time I played this game, I fucking hated it because I got shot. I got shot through the walls, and I was like, yeah, that's the worst part about it. And he's like, but this time, dude, I actually understand it, so I'm liking it more. I was like, yeah, that's the thing. Once you understand it, you'll like it more. It's more rewarding after that. So, yeah,
you guys watch Smitty?
He's like my only YouTuber I ever watch nowadays.
Have you ever seen his like prediction in Siege?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, those things are hilarious. Where he's just like he just like walks out of spawn. He's just like, all right, this window doesn't get anything.
He's played a lot.
All right, lower floor, this window. Just one tap, headshot through the window, kills a guy.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
I'm taking that guy to Vegas.
There you go.
And he goes, you're gonna die in 3, 2, 1, dead.
Ding. Oh, he does that sound bit. Ding.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Smitty.
I love Smitty's videos.
Yeah, he did what you call it, Siege for a while. He still does it every now and again, but he had a lot of videos. Yeah, he did used to do it a lot,
Moments.
but yeah.
Did you watch that one?
I haven't watched that one yet. No, dude.
They just do all the fucking operator.
Okay, for real, how does Smitty get a paycheck on YouTube? They are the closest you could probably get to Monka TOS on YouTube, and obviously they're doing it full time.
How is Fitz, Swagger Souls, and like McCreamy and all them
Cryos Gaming,
Zuckles,
yep,
John on the radio? How are they still getting how are they still living?
They must not get paid like in good ads. You know how like Ali probably gets like those probably like Volvo Audi ads and shiz.
Here.
We're gonna be watching this new Fortnite event. Oh wow, this thing happened live.
Absolutely crazy.
Subscribe and donate down below. I'm just kidding.
Good old Allier. I've never even watched his videos, but
I don't ever watch his videos, but I get, he's doing his thing. I ain't hating. It's just funny. His accent's funny.
He's making money in a way that I cannot.
Yeah, dude, YouTube is interesting. We can talk a little YouTube since we're kind of on that. I personally have been trying to stay consistent on YouTube, and it is tough, man. It is very difficult. I've been good. I've been doing anywhere from 2 to 3 uploads a week, which was my goal. But man,
I can't even stream, let alone try and upload a YouTube content.
I applaud some of these YouTubers like Smitty or those other guys that edit their videos for hours and hours on end just to get a couple of vids out during the week, because it is some hard freaking work, dude. Just the editing alone takes them a day, probably, if they're doing like a really long video. The editing alone, and then after the editing, you gotta render it, make sure it's in good enough quality, watchable quality. Then you gotta upload it. After you're done uploading it, you gotta make sure you got a good thumbnail. Yeah, you gotta have decent internet for that. You guys want to know how long it takes me to upload the podcasts?
4 hours.
A little over 4 hours. just about.
Nailed it.
But I just do it overnight, so whatever. Just throw it on the upload overnight and do it. But yeah, I mean, dude, YouTube is freaking hard. Streaming's easy compared to YouTube. I think so, at least. I don't know.
And I already struggle enough with that.
Yeah,
Talk
what-
about
gotta be
content,
full-
baby. I don't know.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
what's up?
Warcraft 3 has been delayed. Reforged.
Is
Welcome
that
to
live
Blizzard.
right now? Go to Blizzard's Twitter page right now,
It
someone.
was supposed to come out
Checo's
next
dead.
month, I thought.
Checo
Wasn't it
sleep.
supposed to come out
Blizzard continuing to disappoint, dude. It's really sad.
It's a fucking remastered game. You just change the fucking graphics. Like, who cares?
That's
if
what I'm
there's
saying
bugs?
for
Fix 'em
like
later.
VOG and Crota. Let's just do that for Destiny 2, please.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I hope Destiny 2 just blows everything out of the water now, dude. I really do. That's
I need to start
crazy.
playing that game again. I'm like,
Me-
Warcraft 3
me and
is
Zach
so
play it about
fucking
once a
good,
week.
too. God damn.
I'm not even 600 light.
I'm almost max, but
Isn't max like 650 now?
yeah, I'm like 630, I think.
Fuck, I
In
can't even
there.
do the new raid.
We haven't done it. Well, we'd have
I can
to.
barely do Last Wish raid.
That raid was fun, man. That was a good raid.
I want to do that again.
We'd
That
have
would
to
require
get the
getting
group again.
6 people on.
I
at
could
one
I could
time.
make it happen. I could definitely make it happen.
I believe in you.
Get Evan back. Get Zach back. Make sure Ryan play. Ryan just bought the
Yeah, I was
the
doing my
pass.
dailies earlier.
Bada bing. Boom.
But trying to play Siege as my main game and then WoW off that is just busy work.
Yeah.
Rough.
Because I want to get really good at Siege and like play at a really high level at some point. Trying to go other FPSs. Messes
Respect
with
it.
it sometimes.
Did you guys see Doc's? He's like, hey, why don't you play Siege, Doc? And he was like, every time I watch that game, he's like imitating all the go. I mean, I'm going to butcher this, but he's like, I want to play Siege, I want to play well, but every time I watch someone's streams, they walk through a door and they're like, he starts doing this, and he ducks, and
Yep.
he's like,
Yeah,
then the guy
yeah.
goes to the kitchen. He goes to the kitchen. He's looking to the left. He goes.
Yep.
It's like his wig's like flying everywhere, and his fucking glasses are just like, dude, it's so fucking funny. But
Yep.
It's true
That's
though.
what people
it's
do.
true. You gotta be careful, man.
Yeah.
There's people shooting at you through bullet holes, like literally this big. If you
Yeah.
make the
No,
wrong
dude,
step,
like I
you're
can't
dead.
tell you how many kills I've gotten from punching one hole in a wall and then just holding an angle.
That's what
God.
Like, it's
all
ridiculous. It's like it's just a little kill hole and no one's ever gonna expect it because it just looks like you don't see it.
That's why I want to learn about it. But it's like learning the classes are like you could write a book on learning classes in Siege, and then like learning the maps because they're so like I
Oh,
don't
dude,
know
I
if this
haven't
is
even learned the maps yet, and I have like 150 hours in that game.
dude.
I almost have I think I have 150 now.
Is it weird? Like I don't know why the maps in Siege throw me off, but it's always like I don't know why this. And you guys can call me stupid on, it, but it feels like there's like a lot of like clutter
Oh, there
So-
is.
in
if
the maps,
you-
like
okay,
mannequins and shit and fucking bases.
Yes.
and-
So it feels like it. Once you get used to the map, you'll realize what like when you first play a map, you'll be looking at things and you'll be like, "Why the fuck am I looking at this? This has nothing to do with this map. It has no one's gonna be here." Like you start to realize that a lot of the angles
And
and
some
stuff like that don't
Thermite
matter.
blast through the wall.
Mm.
So like once you get used to the maps, it definitely helps a lot. Like there's certain maps though that I think are some of the most garbage things they've ever come up with.
The
Like, there's a map called
airplane
Favela.
map.
like airport, for example,
I
is
like that
literally
one.
you play on a plane. And
What about
you can get
Favela?
shot. You can get shot from every single window. Well, almost every single
Only
window.
if you're glass, though.
No, even Blackbeard can do it. Like you can just get
They
destroyed.
must have changed that because, like, a few months ago, it was only glass. That
Well,
could shoot through those
Glass
windows.
has like the longest range with his gun, but like
No,
you
like
can still
before
shoot.
you couldn't shoot through those windows unless you were playing as glass.
Oh, that's weird.
Glass was the only one that had a high enough powered rifle to shoot through those windows.
Honestly, I know that the glass strat getting on the wing of the plane was a thing. I didn't know you had to have like I didn't know anybody couldn't do that. I just thought it
Yeah.
was kind of dumb
I
to do it
like
if you weren't glass.
like a lot of people won't like the game. I suggest if anyone ever wants to play the game, first off, let me know because I can help you guys out with the ropes fairly quickly. I could tell you like how to set up your class and shit like that because there's a lot of things you're going to realize that you're not going to want to use even though it's available to you, such as a laser sight on any of your guns. You almost never use those because other players can see it.
The only way that helps you is hipfire accuracy, and hipfire accuracy in that game is atrocious.
I was about to
You
say,
don't wanna
you
ever
don't
hit
even
fire,
use it really unless someone's in a corner. I'm
Only-
ADS.
Yeah,
Only-
the only time you do it is when you're like falling or like jumping out a window.
Yep.
Only time I ever say people should use the laser sight is if you're playing a shield class, because you want people to know where you are anyways, because you want to distract them and fuck them up.
Well, and then you can hip fire around the shield. And
Yep.
Because when you aim in the shield, it like turns your shield so you can see your legs and like right here. But if
Yeah,
you're just hip firing the shield, you just like they can only see your feet.
The thing that I like to compare Siege to is, do you guys remember your first time playing CS:GO and how frustrating that was? Because it's on the same level of like
I actually don't remember.
you
I
don't
also
want to.
I also ran the game at 16 FPS, so
Yeah, so like it's basically what I'm saying is like it was hard to get used to CS:GO, hard getting used to the recoil and shit like that.
Yeah.
Recoil really isn't much of an issue, honestly. I think if you have good aim naturally in FPS, you'll generally do fine. Like Brennan and Dave do fine in Siege. They're usually
Yeah, I mean, I
at the
proved
top
that earlier
3.
today. I was fragging in a map I've played twice, I think, and
Yeah.
I mean, I just held angles towards a bomb site and was just getting 2-3 pieces every round. So it's like,
But like any FPS goes, honestly, it's gonna be more fun when you play with friends. So
oh yeah, that's the only way I ever hopped on today. I wouldn't really play Siege by myself. I don't have like I don't know, like Counter-Strike. I had the want to just get on and get better at that game because I don't know. There was something about that game I just loved. I still love that. I don't know. I still love Counter-Strike to this day. I don't play it very much, but I don't know. Siege doesn't draw me in as much as Counter-Strike does, but granted, I have 3,000 hours in Counter-Strike, so I mean, I don't know.
yeah,
I have
and
50
I'm pretty
hours.
biased.
I don't know.
I'm pretty biased on Siege because I'm kind of like in my honeymoon phase with it right now. Because
See, I haven't hit the honeymoon
Nobody's
phase. Like,
doing
I'm
it.
liking it a lot with friends right now. It's a really
Yeah.
fun game with buddies. Like, just messing around, doing little strat pushes, breaking through barriers, trying to, I don't know, outsmart people. It's pretty fun.
yeah,
But
yeah, definitely not for everyone. Though.
no, it's very tactical.
If people do not like the slow paced gameplay, like if they like Call of Duty fast paced run and gun, which you can do in Siege, but I usually wouldn't suggest it most of the time, then I can't 100% recommend it. I say people should try it because it's only like $15, but yeah.
$15 is a steal for that game. Are you kidding
Mhm.
me?
You don't
But-
get too many operators, but
and it's a lot
like,
harder to get the operators.
yeah, well, so I paid $20 for the season pass, and then I have the $15 version, and you see how many freaking characters I have now. So like
Yeah.
You
$35,
probably
and I
have,
have about
14.
30 something characters now.
Oh wait, never
So-
mind. They unlocked all the like initial characters for
Mhm.
everyone now. So
Yep.
never mind. Because before, any like extra characters were 2,500 renown or 600 like R6 points.
Yeah,
But before, the like people that came with the game were only 2,000 renown. So if you bought the starter thing where it was only $15, it was 2,500 renown to
I
unlock
remember,
a normal
yeah.
character. But
Yep.
they unlocked every character for everyone now. So yeah, the
Yeah.
starter kit's definitely the way to go now.
yeah. How's Black Ops 4 been? Have they done anything different?
Yeah, you completely fucked the game up. No, it's the patches are good. They're a little bit more like they're not happening as fast as they were from launch, which is something you should expect, right?
They
I mean,
added a boat. That's it.
they added a boat. That's a
Wait,
thing.
like isn't it Yacht from Blops 2
Hijacked from
Yes.
Blops 2. Yep.
or Hijack? Yeah.
But it's just
That's about it.
every update. It feels like they introduce more and more bugs that aren't getting addressed, and there's nothing wrong with. Overwatch is a game, right? Overwatch is a game that is, they don't have the best balance changes, but when they introduce bugs in their balance changes, they get fixed within a day or two of the patch coming out. This is
Mhm.
something that's like, it's so frustrating because it keeps with each patch, there's a new bug that gets introduced, such as like the climb up the ladders glitch, or being able to see through walls glitch, or now there's a looting glitch where you're looting through stuff, and all of a sudden your menu will close, but you can't reopen the loot until you back up like 10 feet and then come back again. It's like, guys, what are you guys even like QA testing this patch before you put it through? It's so
AAA company, by the way.
dude, that's what makes it even more frustrating. I was backing this game up. No, it's not going to happen in this game. It's a AAA developer. Treyarch's good. We love Treyarch, and they're good to a certain extent. Just with all the bug shit, it's so fucking annoying. It's like you guys are letting this game die.
Exactly.
Because you're not
it has potential still, which is the crazy part. It has potential. And
for some reason I suck at it, so I don't want to play it because I'm so used to console fucking COD.
It takes a while to get used to.
If I played Blackout a lot, I feel like I could probably get pretty good.
It's pretty fun.
I just struggle.
But I don't know, man.
Do you guys think time to kill is perfect in that game? Do you think that ever would need to be looked at?
I just think the armor is just ridiculous. Level 3 armor, you are literally a tank from Left 4 Dead 2, like one of those tank zombies, bro. Like, yeah, you are. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's hard to lose in that position.
You shouldn't lose.
Level 3 armor. Yeah,
you shouldn't lose. I just think level 3 armor shouldn't be in the game, or if they have it in the game, only have it in crates. But
yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't know. Time to kill is perfect in my opinion.
People have been saying that since the beta.
I know. And it doesn't get changed though. That's the.
It wasn't that bad until they first before the armor repair stuff.
Oh yeah,
level 3 armor
repair thing is.
Yeah, level 3 armor was like ridiculous, but it's not as bad as it was now because armor repair, like you just have to run away to kite, and then you repair your armor, and then you're good to go.
If you have consume on or the consumable thing on too, dude. Oh my gosh.
It's not even about being the best gunner in that game. It's about being the best kiter. Like when you get in that spot, using like obviously it's like more mechanics based. So I'm not bitching about that, but being able to kite, use equipment, know when to use what, like it's insane.
Dude, what was that one game we played, Jager? When we literally kited like 4 different teams. We were pinched at the bottom of that hill. Do you remember that?
Yes.
We got pinched on the hill, and we're like, no, run back. And then we fought those 2 guys, downed one, and then another team pinched. It was wild. That was one of the most wild fights I think I've ever been in that game. And we just kited them back, and we literally beat 4 teams.
If you have the armor for it, dude, it's insane.
Yeah, because you can just kite for your teammates in the game. It's all about kiting and basically baiting yourself for your teammate because you can revive them as long as you don't get thirsted. But
it's like a muscle memory thing. Because if you're like very stubborn, like I was when I first started playing Call of Duty, I'm just gonna outgun this guy, and if I'm gonna die outgunning this guy. But you don't play it like that. You play it like, okay, I'm gonna shoot a couple shots, and if I'm winning the fight, I'll keep going. But if that guy's getting good hits on me, he's beating me, I'm just gonna fucking run back and kite. I mean, that's generally what it is.
Also, I was getting killed, like the desert part of the map. I was always getting fucking killed, and I had no idea where they were. I don't know if it was because I had the shitty sights on my gun or what, but I could not.
There are some terrible sights. The 3 times
3x.
Dude, have you guys realized that Fortnite introduced the whole thirsting mechanic into BRs?
Yeah, they ruined it for everyone, man.
Like, no one in PUBG, like, because
H1 just, H1 didn't have it.
A thirsting thing, but in PUBG it was like, oh, this guy's down. I'm just gonna kill the rest of his team. And then if that guy dies, then I'll loot him.
Yep.
But then Fortnite came along, and it was just like, oh, this guy's down. I want some material. Shoot him in the head. It's like, all right, well, cool.
I don't know if that's necessarily Fortnite. I think that's like a mechanic that's like, because they came up with that whole Battle Royale tournament aspect of you if you're going to play duos, you and your partner are going to go squad in with someone else and their partner, and whoever gets the most kills wins. So I think a lot of people practice for that tournament format. But Fortnite's the game.
They were doing it before that too. Like I agree,
I don't think it
definitely made it worse. But the fact that you don't have to go into someone's bag and loot everything, you just walk over it and you pick it up.
That is true.
That's what really brought everything into it. Because in PUBG, it was like, oh, I killed this guy. He's literally under my feet, but his teammate's 15 feet that way. If I thirst him and then pick up his loot, I have to sit there and get into like into a
menu.
screen, pick up his shit,
Yeah.
and then try and kill his buddy. But in Fortnite, you just walk up to someone who's on the ground, and you just shoot him in the head, and then suddenly you have 800 wood, 16 extra shells of whatever you need, and then it's just like, oh, well, cool. Now I have what I need to fight this other guy.
Yeah, that's true.
But I agree. I mean, that like the pop-up cup and the BR tournaments where it was like I need a certain, I need to outkill my team or the other guy is definitely attributed to that. But I think the picking up everything automatically definitely fucked with that, and it's really annoying. I literally like when I down people in Fortnite, I've stopped killing them because I'm trying to change the ways of people.
Or the millions and millions and millions of people that play.
Dude, I've done it though. Like I literally I downed a guy and didn't kill his teammate, and then he downed me. And then my buddy came in and ended up fighting, but neither of us got thirsted.
But what if your teammate gets the good old thirst arena? Are you gonna fire back? That because I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah, dude. No, if my teammate gets thirsted and I down his teammate,
I was gonna say if Jagger gets elbowed in blackout, I am a bloodhound on a mission, dude. I'm just like,
No, and that's what I'm saying. I think because literally what happened was I didn't thirst his teammate, and when he downed me, he looked at me, and then my teammate was coming, and he just went off to go and fight my teammate, but didn't kill me. And I think it's because I didn't kill his teammate. He had a little bit of respect for it.
Speaking as a piece of shit that's been in that scenario, it is the greatest.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I still thirst the shit out of people sometimes when they piss me off.
When my teammate goes
to do it,
when my teammate goes down though, my teammate goes down. It's the end of, dude. I pissed off a popular Black Ops streamer because I was in a fight.
He came in your chat, didn't he?
He did. He came in my chat. I was pissed off. It was Casper. Yeah, it was Casper. I one shot him with I think an outlaw with a 2x from top 10. No, not top 10. It was top camo. The little hole. I went boom because he was healing, and he was just after a fight. I downed him. I jumped down to thirst him, and his teammate opened the door, and I was in a firefight, and I shot one Mog. Boom, shot him with the Mog once, and I was like, "What am I doing?" So while me and him are literally this close, staring at each other, I go. Boom! I'm strafing, boom, boom, because they're tanky when they're down. So I hit him 3 times, and then he came in my chat. Wow, such a good player! Wow, you're really good at this game. I was
fact
dude,
that a pro player got that mad. Oh my god!
Never getting a host from Casper.
I was like, I don't blame you. That was a shitty move I did. I'm not even mad that you're mad. I would be mad too. I was a piece of shit. So I don't know. I didn't really make a thing out of it besides talking about it 20 million times, but
it's still hilarious though.
You get that shit, but you get I don't know, it's a very euphoric moment. You get the biggest shit-eating grin.
Yeah, it's like a light switch in your brain, dude, because this is great.
If that ever happened to me, I'm going into my chat, getting the salt emote and just putting it once and pressing enter. and never say anything. Just put that and leave it. They would be furious.
Oh, dude, man.
I had the biggest shit-eating grin of all time after that. I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome.
Bigger than the one where, who was it? The guy, when we were playing gamers tournament, and the guy came in your chat. What did he say about the stream?
Captain Assist? Oh, is that guy that accused me of cheating?
There was that guy, and then there was another guy why is this guy on the front page? And then you just crapped on him, and you just laughed.
There was a guy that was also playing in the tournament.
Yes, but he came into your channel to say, why is this guy top the page or whatever?
No, he didn't say that. He said that on his own stream, and I think Pat overheard him or somebody. Yeah, Pat overheard him, and so I started going on a tangent as I do. But no, dude,
are they still doing those code reds and stuff?
There's one tomorrow.
We're playing in it tomorrow. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be late because it's Martin Luther King Day at a fucking restaurant, but I'll be there.
I'll be playing Kingdom Hearts until you get on. It's fine.
What is the final ESO?
MMO
By the way,
Monday.
anybody in chat that has ESO, feel free to download it. We're gonna be playing it tomorrow.
MMO Monday @1. We're gonna try it out. I'm excited. Oh yeah, accept my invite so we actually get in the tournament.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes. I did.
All right, Casper's going down, dude.
How is he a pro player?
He's a pro player for C9.
He's really
right?
good. He's very solid.
He's a
he
very
knows
good player.
Team Liquid.
Or Liquid, sorry.
I didn't even know Team Liquid are still around. Honestly, I
Oh,
hadn't
yeah.
heard of their name.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
they're a
dude,
really good
Fortnite.
organization.
They're
I would
Fortnite,
not-
they're Counter-Strike.
Liquid
I just forgot about
72
them.
Hours, Liquid Chap, Liquid Vivid, Counter Strike. They just got Stewie, 2K,
Yep.
Smoke Criminal.
72 hours. Why is that his name?
I don't fucking know.
What does it mean?
When he first got added
I
out,
don't
that's how long he
fucking
stood
know.
up
Why
at
is your name
once.
Redreka? You know, if you just walked
I
into his
mean-
chat, but you get what I mean though. Like,
No,
Sure
I
he has
don't.
so many
Because I was asking if you knew.
oh no, I just found out about
What a
that
dick.
week ago.
Because you know all their
Wow.
names, so I thought if someone knew all their names, they would know why.
No, they just play with Tim, and I just watch Tim, and I watch his YouTube videos, and it's like, oh, Liquid 72 Hours. His name is Nathan. Or wait, no.
So you
name is
know his
Tom.
real name? Oh
Well,
my
yeah, they
God.
call him Tom.
I'm gonna Google.
I'm gonna Google.
They call him Tom.
That's funny. Oh man, dude, why do BRs in like competitive games just bring out just the most evilness in us? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could bring it back to the Counter-Strike days, back when there was open VoIP, in halftime or in the beginning
dude,
games.
I want them to bring it back so bad, dude.
It's too toxic. It's toxic anyways, dude.
It's good content.
It's
Like, what do you
great
mean? Now I'm just
content.
toxic over text chat.
That's what I'm
instead.
saying. I still have
I
some
just
old
get told to
videos
kill
of them, but
myself instead.
yeah, basically.
in
But
the
yeah,
chat, rather than someone
like-
just some 13-year-old squeaker telling me to.
And people would be ripping each other apart in the comms in the beginning of the game, like, "Oh, this guy's name's Stroxy. What a bum!" Like stuff like that. Oh my god! And then you just destroy him halftime, and people are just yelling in their mics like,
For literally like
for
35
literally
seconds
30
straight.
seconds. Just like, "You suck!" Like, it's like old Halo days. Oh my
It
god!
was always great when like you'd play, like someone had played with a guy that was on the other team like right before, and the other guy was just playing awful. Just like,
Mhm.
oh, Bud's trash, and then you just spend the
Yeah.
next 4.5 minutes just
Right.
shit talking between the two guys.
Nice 2 kills, idiot.
Izzy, by the way, I don't mean to derail because I know
So-
I'm going to forget. It starts
Wow.
at 6 our time, and then ends at midnight.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're good.
I got your text
Thanks,
message. He said
Pacheco.
he said it starts at like 10 p.m. on the East Coast or whatever, and I was like, it's gonna be 6 our time. I was like, that's not even close.
I must have typed it wrong. I'm tired.
yeah.
I was tired.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
be
you got
ready.
good. We got the full night, so we're winning this one. It's no big deal. I haven't played in in a week and a half probably, but that's okay. It only takes a couple games for your boy to
Yeah,
get
you're
warmed
not
up.
gonna. You didn't miss much.
He didn't miss much. I heard you and Big were having some good games though, so that's good.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun if you don't fucking try to hot drop all the time and like go.
No,
like,
it's
balls to the wall.
nice to chill. Like, I don't know. Do you guys know who like Sandy Ravage is from the old
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 days? Him and his boys, that's how they play. They'll just drop away, they'll just jam to music, and they take shots together just about every night on stream and play Blackout.
For subscribers.
Just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. It's a great stream, by the way. Sandy Ravage, Twitch.tv.
If they get a couple, subscribers and then take shots, it's just, they're just doing
No,
it for
look.
funsies.
No. It's more. I'm inspired because you subscribed. I'm inspired to take this shot.
Kanye West once said, "I inspire me, so that's why I'm going to take this shot." Not because you subscribed, but it's just a very timely manner.
Wow. Can that be your quote
See,
on your
I
stream?
I could never do subscribers. I might just do people talking in my chat.
For everyone that is in my
Says a word
chat,
in my chat, I will take a shot.
for every viewer, I will take a.
Dude, I drink if there's a dirt devil in Alabama. Like, I don't care. Like, my means for drinking.
Oh my god.
I mean, shots, that's different, but I mean.
I was gonna say beer shots. Good
Ball doesn't
lord.
lie. Sorry, I'm watching the AFC Championship game.
Same.
Are
It's
you
all over
actually?
Twitch. Yeah, I'm watching on Twitch right now.
Oh, I didn't know that was on Twitch. I was watching a Reddit stream of it.
Pogball.
Oh, even better.
But what happened was there was a muff punt, and they called it back, and said that no one touched it. And then 2 plays later, Edelman went to go catch a ball, and it tipped off his hands, and Kansas City intercepted
I
it.
just saw that. Oof.
Ball doesn't lie.
Tough, dude.
I want Kansas City to win. Pat's dynasty needs to end.
gone.
I'm sick and tired. I mean, I know I always like to play like I like Tom Brady just because everyone else fucking hates him. All the Patriots haters are getting so like obnoxious. It feels like such a hive mind at this point.
Dude,
It is.
They hate the Patriots.
okay, well, can you imagine? The Patriots have been in the AFC Championship 8 years in a row.
That is wild.
That's awesome.
I mean,
think
that's
what should
awesome, and it's
happen
amazing.
is
Like, I have so
other
much
teams should
respect
get
for
better.
them and everything. But, well, the thing is, it's like they also can just do whatever they want because they have the cap room.
I was gonna say
It's like Alabama.
they have the
It's like,
capital for it.
Yeah, they have the status, and so it's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna recruit. I can just recruit these top 3 prospects from high school
But-
just because of the fact that
Who doesn't want to be
we
on
win
that team though?
championships.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
it's like that's literally they just like I mean, don't get me wrong, Tom Brady is a good quarterback, and Bill Belichick's a good coach, but it's just like, dude, it needs to end at some point.
Well, it's like you could compare it to Oklahoma City Thunder or whatever, or not the Oklahoma, the
Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's an old team that doesn't exist anymore.
Dude, I hate the Warriors.
What, the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Or not Oklahoma. The I was thinking of the
The Golden State Warriors.
no, not Golden State. I was
Seattle
thinking of a
Sonics.
different team. The Sonics, aren't they not a team anymore?
Yeah, they became the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sonics. Thinking of that said the other one, but yeah, isn't that weird? Team names just getting bought out after however many years. That's strange.
Well, no, they didn't get bought out. They
What happened?
The Sonics program moved to Oklahoma City.
Oh, makes sense.
After they moved, they changed their name to Oklahoma City Thunder instead of being the Seattle Supersonics.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's like the Kings, the Sacramento Kings were in
Yep.
talks about getting sold, and if they were going to get sold, they were going to come to Seattle, and so there's no way they'd just come
Oh.
up and be the Seattle Kings. They'd probably
Right.
they'd get changed back to the Seattle Supersonics.
Makes sense. Dang,
I
they're-
mean, the NFL is really the only teams that like move nowadays, and they don't change like their names.
There's just so much money involved in those teams. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, like I mean the Rams now are the Los Angeles Rams, but they were the St. Louis Rams
Right.
up until like 2 years ago. But they used to be the Los Angeles Rams as well.
Yeah.
They were
That's-
the LA
that's even
Rams,
more
moved
weird.
to St. Louis and then moved back to LA.
I just had a customer that really annoyed me today. She came in wearing Saints gear, had like my team's gonna win. It's my birthday.
They
And then she
lost.
went, yeah, and then she even had like a Saints. I was like, okay, this girl is just like because her husband likes the Saints or whatever. She had like a Saints credit card too. I was like, oh my god, okay. And then I walked over to the table and she's like talking shit about Tom Brady. I was like, you don't have to worry about Tom Brady yet, man. Like that's not even on your plate right now. You have to worry about the LA Rams.
You gotta win the game first.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
there's a stepping stone to this, and you got to get over the first one.
Yeah, I was like, you're not even playing that team. And she's like, my team's gonna win. Fuck the LA Rams. I mean, she didn't say fuck, but she's like, I like we're gonna stop the LA Rams. It's like, I bet you can't even name like 5 people on that team. Granted, I can't either, but I'm not wearing their fucking jersey.
Or have their
No.
credit
That's
card.
like my little brother likes the Cowboys, and I mean, he doesn't really follow football, and so we just mess with him just because he's my little brother. But it's like we're like, all right, who are 3 players on the Dallas Cowboys? And he goes, Dak, Zeke, and then up until last year, Jason Witten was on the team, and he goes, Jason Witten. And I was like, Jason Witten's not on the team anymore. I go, name one other person on the team, and he goes,
Jerry Jones. He was in Papa John's commercials.
I was gonna say. He's on TV.
Jason Garrett. No, he's their coach as well. But yeah, no, it's funny when people are like that. Like I just use like my little brother. I don't expect anything. My mom's side of the family isn't a football family, so
I don't know.
they're a football family.
Am I the only one that doesn't watch sports as much anymore? I don't know.
I don't watch them
I was about to say,
at all. I do
Ryan
not
would
watch
be the only
them
other one.
even
Actually, I
once.
don't. Pacheco, do you even really watch football?
No,
Or
I watch
sports?
it when. No, I'm like the guy who just watches like the Super Bowl
Playoffs?
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
playoffs and Super Bowl. Then I
Oh,
get
are
into it.
we doing podcasts on Super Bowl?
What day is it? I don't even know what day.
Sunday.
it is.
Sunday. It's always Sunday.
February 9th.
I would assume
Yes.
so.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all.
It's on a
I'm not gonna be
Saturday.
there. No, it's not.
Right.
It's on a
No,
Sunday.
Sundays, but
It's always Sunday.
Mhm.
Always Sunday.
Someone's on
Super
the
Bowl
9th,
Sunday.
that's why
Well,
said it
I
was
might
on-
have messed the dates up. It's
Yeah,
probably
it's on the
probably the
10th.
10th or whatever.
That is.
So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be there.
That's 3 weeks
Good
from
luck
now.
with y'all.
I will be here, so if
I
you
will
need-
I'll be here.
Sorry.
I got nothing to do. So I don't have cable, so that helps.
Yeah, we don't have cable either.
By
I
Twitch.
will not
I
be
was
at
gonna
my house,
say-
most likely.
See, I don't know. I have Twitch, I have anime, I have Netflix,
YouTube, Hulu.
YouTube. You know, I don't know. Crunchyroll, like, I don't know, man.
Oh, dude, I mean,
I
as soon
have
as,
the
as soon as
internet
the
where I
football,
just get everything free.
as soon as the football season is over, me and my dad are canceling our cable,
Yeah, no, there's nothing
and then
else
I'll
for
just
me
have
to
to
watch
find a
on
way to watch
TV.
baseball.
Can't you get like a what you call it, like a subscription online for like MLB?
Oh, I'm sure I could. I haven't looked into it enough, but I don't know if my dad cares. enough, so
I don't know.
I'll
It's not
figure
that
it out myself.
I don't. It's not that I dislike sports. I played them my whole life, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't grab me in like it used to. I mean, I love going to like
I mean,
a baseball game.
I also play
or-
like in like 5 fantasy leagues every year.
See, that's a little different though. You're like hardcore into
Yeah.
the players, so
That's
you
what I'm saying,
kind of
so it's
got to
a little-
pay
It's
attention.
a little different,
It's a lot different.
especially when there's money in it.
Yeah, I was gonna
every
say
one
you
of
got
those leagues,
hundreds of dollars on these leagues.
which I won money in 2 of those leagues.
Nice.
Made
Did you
Made
make
my
your money
money
back?
back.
Okay, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's all that matters then.
I made my money back from 1 league.
Oh wow. A
Well, it's
big boy
a
league.
12-team league, and the buy-in's $125.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to know your stuff though. I don't know. Like I'd totally go to a ball game, get a brat and a beer with the buddies. That's cool.
I can't buy beer at stadiums, dude. I cannot pay $13 for a 16-ounce beer.
They're that expensive for you?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Around
dude.
here
Oh
they
yeah.
are.
Yeah, it takes a. You can't get drunk off $13 beers. That's for sure.
See, it's they're usually just water.
You
Oh,
either
yeah.
get drunk before or afterwards.
Dude, yeah, it's like when I went to a concert. I bought it was an Iron Maiden concert, and I was like, dude, we're gonna get let's pregame, not pregame, but like before the concert starts, let's drink a little bit.
That's
They
what
are-
gaming is.
No, pregame's like before you go to the concert. That's
Yeah.
like no, this is like we're sitting at the concert waiting for the
Oh.
people to come on. Yeah, we're like, let's go down to the concession, and get a Jack and Coke double. And like, all right, I'll take 2 Jack and Coke doubles.
$30.
$36. I was like, what? What the fuck?
That
like,
is
And you looked at your friend and you're like, these are both mine. You can buy your own now.
No, I fucked up. I go, dude, since you drove, I got you, dude. Don't worry about it. And then like I had a crisp 20 in my hand, and I was like, she told me to tell. I was like, oh fuck, I had to pull out a 50. I was like, all right, well, it looks like I'm not eating this week. It sounds good.
my god. That's insane. The markup for
it's-
that.
It's nuts. Okay, when you go here's a pro tip for going to a concert and getting drunk. Whenever you go there, just scout out all the concessions. If you see a dude like freaking the fuck out behind the bar because there's so many people, go to that guy, because this guy is not going to have a steady pour. He's going to be losing his mind, and you're most likely able to get more bang for your buck, if you know what I'm saying.
Dude, so I went to Seattle and we went to this. They have a ping pong bar, and it's actually super cool. Like it has like 12 ping pong tables and shit in it, and you just play ping pong. Like Jack and Cokes are like $8, and it's pretty ridiculous. But I can tell you that the guy it wasn't busy, but he gave me like a Jack and Coke, which was like this size. It was like that much Jack. Just like, I don't taste
Can I-
the
yeah.
Coke in here.
No, you should have just said like Jack and Coke, hold the Coke.
Well, and then my friend got a Long Island iced tea, and
Ooh, oh my god.
super good. But the thing was that he poured it like it was not a Long Island iced tea. Like he forgot the other things. He just poured
Poured the
whiskey
tea?
in there.
Oh, for the whiskey.
Yeah.
Or
And
Mexican martini. Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
wish I could get into martinis. I don't know.
Mexican martinis are not like a traditional martini at all.
Traditionals. Oh my god. I wanted to just no.
Vodka martinis aren't as bad, but yeah, gin. I like gin. That's
don't
like
like
my
gin.
go-to, but it takes a lot to get used
See,
to it.
that's what I had was the gin one, and I'm like,
Yeah,
wasn't.
dude, I'm nasty with it. I like the blue cheese stuffed olives in my gin martini. Oh, it's great.
Oh god, you
Like an
dirty
old
boy.
man.
Olives?
Blue cheese stuffed olives. It's great. It's so good. And I know it's fucking disgusting, but I
That sounds awful. Oh my god, yes, that blue cheese.
drink a choice, baby.
That's so great.
It's like a salad in
You
in
would
your
probably be the guy that
drink.
likes drinking Bloody Marys, you sicko.
No, those are
Gross.
Those are like too filling. It's like I'm not trying to have a meal in a drink. You know what I mean?
They just
have you seen the ones where people?
Ugh.
Have you seen the ones where people put like bacon and celery and like chicken wings and shit in it? It's like,
why?
what the fuck?
What is going on?
I don't like tomato, so.
Yeah, I'm not a big like. I can't even drink a V8, so I'm not gonna like Bloody Mary.
But he can drink his damn blue cheese stuffed olive martini.
It's not that filling. Oh, dude, that's so good. I'm all in right now.
I'm a very simplistic man, dude. Give me a fucking Jack and Coke or a rum and Coke.
Have you guys ever had Red Bull whiskeys before?
Red Bull vodka.
I've had Red Bull vodka.
Red Bull whiskeys, dude. Oh my god, they are dangerous, bro. Those things.
Red Bull vodkas are dangerous.
Those are,
What's that?
but you never had Red Bull vodka?
No, I've had that. What they say? Oh, they said purple vodka or purple Red Bull or something like that. I've had that. That's dangerous. Though. I hate mixing stuff that'll get you amped up and stuff that'll bring you down.
Dude,
that always freaks me out.
I love it. It gets me like crazy.
So drunk, so fast.
Gets you blasted, dude.
I had two of those in one night, like two of those 8-ounce Red Bulls with vodka, like 2 separate ones, dude. Oh, your boy was flying.
It gives you like the feeling that gives you like the God complex though, as another streamer would put it. But it gives you like the God complex where you're like, dude, I'm drunk as fuck right now, but I could at the same time, Izzy could punch. Yeah, Izzy could punch me. Izzy could punch me in the chest right now, and I'd feel great.
Punch me in the chest, right in the sternum.
As hard as you can, man. Don't hold back. All right.
You guys are a little young, but I remember I got to college right with 4 Locos, like before they nerfed them.
No, I definitely remember.
Don't worry. I've seen people drinking those, and I was like, I do not want.
First of all, they're disgusting.
Oh,
my friend
no.
did shotgun one. Yeah.
Let's just say that my friend at one point, he fell asleep, and my other friend walked up and slapped him in the face, and he didn't wake up. And my friend got so much enjoyment out of it that he would be he'd bring us up the stairs, and he'd just walk up the stairs and just go and slap him as hard as he could and walk away. And then he'd bring up other friends and show them.
That is actually terrible. Oh my!
So I don't pass out around white people. I mean, I'm just saying.
Dude, it was fucking 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man was out.
Dude, Four Locos taste nasty. First of all, second of all, they got nerfed.
Well, what Four Locos are you having?
Dude, I had the candy apple one. I think.
Yep,
that's the only one I think I've had.
Good.
It was gross, dude.
Have you ever had the gold ones, dude?
I tried the watermelon one, and I didn't have one after that. I was like, this is too much sugar.
Wait, yeah, Brennan, you didn't know they got nerfed?
I had them a long time ago. I never knew they got nerfed.
They were killing people, dude.
If you drink 3 of them, people were getting alcohol poisoning.
Well, first of all, sugar in it. Second of all, those things are massive. You can't even put they're bigger than this, dude. They're huge.
Yeah, they were 20 ounces.
20 ounces probably. They were huge.
I think before they were 30.
Ugh.
Maybe it was either 8% or 13%, and it was
13. In one of those. Oh my god.
And it was was it caffeine that was in them, Checo?
Yeah.
There was caffeine.
They finally took the caffeine out, and that's what.
Well, they're still in there, but they dialed it back a lot.
Yeah, it was like a monster level.
Oh my
of caffeine.
god.
I could have swore it had 3 or 4 cups of coffee in just one thing.
That is not right. Yeah, that'll kill you. And then you have 3 of those Tonka trucks, dude. No way.
Yeah, people were getting just absolutely destroyed by them.
Ugh. And you just wake up the next morning smelling like freaking watermelon, right, Ryan?
Yeah. No, I've only passed out once in my life, and it was
Same.
my friend's fault.
Passed out or blacked out?
I can blame my friend, but I can also blame myself for that one. I challenged.
It was more of a blackout.
I definitely blacked out.
Blackouts are rough, bro.
I've only blacked out once.
I woke up and I was fine, actually, but
Same here.
I don't get hangovers. I swear to God.
I've had one actual hangover.
I
But
have
like
never
I
had a
sat
headache.
up the next morning and had a just full blown headache, and I like felt like I was gonna throw up.
I've
That
only
was only
puked.
once though.
I've only puked and blacked out once, and it was at the same.
Welcome to the
exact time,
club.
so, yep.
One time
I've
club.
puked.
I'm very happy about that because I'm really good at holding my liquor, and I never.
Same
drink, so,
here, Ryan.
Yeah.
My alcohol tolerance has definitely gotten lower, but I'm still pretty good about it. I've puked like 3 times though.
Oh, if I had one beer right now, I'd be blasted. I haven't, dude. I've been on keto for 3 weeks already.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh,
drank
beers
dude, yeah.
earlier in this podcast,
really.
and I don't feel a thing.
Well, if you're on keto, it's different. You don't have anything like really. You have stuff in your stomach, but it's not like carbs and stuff to kind
Yeah,
of like
no,
help
I
it.
get
Well, in keto, you're trying to switch your metabolism to basically run off of fat and fat alone. So imagine putting not just fat, but then you just throw liquor right into your liver. I had a crazy realistic, like, it was almost like a lucid dream because of that one time, because I was on keto and I had like a couple drinks with my buddies. I'll never do it again because I had the most realistic dream ever, and it was like a nightmare. I'm like, never again, dude. Woke up like in the middle of the night, sweating, heart pounding type of dream. It was awful experience. I don't recommend.
Have you, dude? Do you guys ever have those dreams where like you crash a car?
Oh, those are the scariest fucking dreams, man.
I had one of those like last week where like it felt like I was going like 100 in it, and my car like just didn't turn for the corner, and I just flew off. And right before I like hit anything, I just fucking woke up in like panic. It's super scary.
What is your like? If you don't wake up right that moment, what in your dream? What is the first thing you do? I always fucking run away.
I don't think I was living like
Oh.
in that situation.
Just
Okay,
run.
I was
Going,
like, fucking.
100 miles straight into a tree.
I'm like, they don't need the jaws of life to get me out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I start sprinting down the highway.
Oh my god.
I've never woken up, or I've never not woken up from one of those. I've had a few of those kinds of dreams.
Here's a weird one. Have you guys ever been in sleep paralysis before?
I think we talked about this the last podcast I was on.
You sure? It wasn't that
Yes.
long ago, was it?
No, we didn't talk about it that long ago. We talked about it like last week.
Really?
Yeah, we touched. Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit.
I don't remember.
Mhm.
Well, I remember being part of the sleep paralysis thing because I'd never been a part of it. Because I was asking about lucid dreaming, and then we went to
That's right.
sleep paralysis off of it.
But yeah,
Ooh.
I've
Yes.
yeah, I have been couple. I wouldn't say couple. Quite a few times I've been in sleep paralysis. That shit is scary. But I was in it so much at some points. I don't know if it was I was overexhausted or whatever. But like I could like wake up basically in while being asleep, if that makes sense. Like my body was asleep, but I was like mentally awake, if that makes sense. And I could like get myself out of sleep paralysis. It was very strange.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. Sleep is important.
Oh, by the way, a study shows that the pre-banned Four Loko is equal a 6-pack of beer because it's so much liquid, being at 12.5%, and 5 coffees.
5 coffees?
That's
5.
fucking
Yeah.
Just one of them.
Actually,
That's just
actually-
one. Oh my
12
god.
Give you an idea about like 12.5%. That's like a wine. That's like a mid-range wine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
so
Yeah.
gross.
How is that legal?
that's a stout, like right in between a stout and an IPA.
Mhm.
But
Well, IPAs only
gross.
have.
I
8.
love
but
IPAs.
then yeah, and the stout's like anywhere from like 13 to 16%.
I love drinking IPAs like their meals because that's what they feel like after you're done with them. They're great. I miss beer.
I
I'm
don't.
all about hard
because I get to
alcohol.
drink
I
it all
don't
the
really
time.
care.
What do you
I
What do you like
beer,
then,
but
Ryan?
I like whiskeys and like really any hard alcohol I'll drink. Honestly,
I don't.
vodka
like
is
gin.
trash,
Gin is the
but-
only one I won't.
Oh, gin's
yeah,
gross.
I'll drink anything.
Dude, you guys like Irish
You just
whiskey?
need to know what to mix with your vodka, there, Ryan.
Yeah, but I just think it's like, why the fuck would you drink vodka when you're gonna have a nice whiskey or
Right.
something like that?
Well, let's just say, like, for whatever reason, you didn't bring any alcohol to the party, and there's only vodka. You just got to know what to mix it with.
Yeah,
Which,
but
in all honesty, you
I'm,
can pretty much
I'm,
mix it with anything.
I'm never that desperate because I'm over the age of 21 now. so-
Isn't that so weird? Like, it was such a just stretch to just like, hey, yo, you think you can, pick me up?
I always had someone near us, me, David, and Tyler. My buddy
So did
Tyler,
we.
we always had someone we could find. My brother, one of his friends,
Mm-hmm.
we were always set. That's definitely the best part.
Oh, good times, man. I remember those times, and now it's like I could care less, really, unless I just want to, I don't know, every now and again.
And when I turned 21, I didn't even drink. I had a party. I had my birthday party like the weekend after at David's
I think
house.
I went to bed on my
probably
birthday and slept because I had work in the morning.
Yeah,
That's what
I worked on my birthday.
I did. I
when turned
definitely had to
21.
work on my birthday. Holy
Yeah.
I worked on
Same
mine
here.
too. Mine was a Wednesday.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's actually funny. Oh my lord. Yeah,
I went out and bought alcohol, but I didn't drink it.
yeah, the want, like the full on want to have it at any cost.
Just tanks. As soon as you hit 21, you're just like,
done.
eh.
Yeah.
It's gone.
There's no threat. You're just like,
I know, you're just like, all right.
As long as you have the entitlement of it sitting in your fridge or freezer or whatever, then that's just like all you need. You're like, hey, I can just
Right.
go grab whenever I want. That's fine.
Exactly.
it's available.
Now it's strange though
Look
because
at my shelf.
I know it's strange because in Europe it's 16. You can just drink at 16.
Certain places.
Certain places, yes, but for the most part, I mean, 16 is yeah. You could go to lunch with your mom or dad, get a nice glass of wine, no questions asked. Now that's weird, isn't that to us? That's really weird.
I think it's really weird. Yeah.
Well, it's weird because
16.
there's places like North Dakota where you're technically allowed to drink at 11 as long as your parents are okay with it.
Oh, it's like parental consent type of shiz.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
That speaks
in
to as
Connecticut-
little as there is to do in North Dakota that they allow
in Connecticut
11-year-olds
and
to
Rhode
drink.
Island, you can do it too. If your parent orders it for you, you can have.
Okay. Huh. I don't know. I just find 16 just such a. You don't know what you're
Little too
doing
young,
in
honestly.
life yet. I don't even know what I'm doing yet.
Even 18 to legally get it is kind of like. I mean, I get why it's legalized, but at the same time, why would you want to be addicted to alcohol so early on?
Mhm.
Just like cigarettes, just like.
Yeah, 18
why
for
not
tobacco.
Make it more difficult.
Is it
Why
still
make
18 for tobacco, or did they change that at all?
It's
No, it's
18.
still 18.
Yeah, it's
I
still
want to
18.
say it's different here now. I want to look it up because it was 18. I turned 18. Tobacco
I'd be surprised.
laws in MN. I thought it was different. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to be 21 here in Minnesota now. Yep, Minnesota raises
What?
legal age for tobacco buys to 21 now. Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember when that was all going down with a couple states.
I was one of them.
What was the reasoning behind it?
I
mean,
don't.
I'm
I
not-
don't even know, to be honest. I just know that it got passed.
Yeah, I'm not a smoker, so I'm not for nor against it, so I don't know how to really feel about that.
I do enjoy a good cigar every once in a while, but
We can't get a license at 16. You can get a permit.
Yeah,
Which is a
the
little
same here.
that's how it was here for me. You
Yeah,
can get like a
you gotta get a
pre-permit too with your
Yeah, you gotta
parent.
get a
Wait for
permit,
driving?
and then you get.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got my permit at 15.
Oh, it's like
you
a pre-permit
get
though.
it.
You could only have like your parent in the car. You'd have to have your parent in the car,
Yep.
right, to drive
Yeah.
with you? Yeah.
Well,
An
I got that at
an
15.
adult family member or your parent.
Parent or guardian.
Wait, I think I had my.
Permit for ours. It's anyone over 25 or like.
I definitely drove
A
illegally.
Oh yeah, same.
I did too.
My sister.
I
was
did too,
18.
and
I wasn't
David and
allowed-
I got pulled over.
You got pulled over? Oh no!
Yep.
What
It was my
happened?
first ticket ever.
What happened?
I was driving to my high school to go get my parking permit for the upcoming year,
Mm-hmm.
and David was over, and I was like, "Oh, it's no big deal. We'll just go down there real quick." And the guy pulled us over. He originally was pulling me over because I didn't have a front license plate. And then he was like, "Oh, also, you were going 40 in a 35 coming down this hill." And I was like, "Yeah, because I was coming down a hill." And so, and then he asked for David's license, which you're not supposed to ask. The
You can't
passenger
do
first.
that. You can't do that.
I mean, you
So-
can.
I
Well,
think that varies
well-
by state.
Well, no, the
No,
thing is,
no,
you
no.
can.
They
You
can't.
don't-
They
but
can't. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Dave
up to
doesn't have to
Dave.
give it to him.
Yeah, Dave doesn't have to give
Yeah,
it to
but
him
we're
technically.
17-year-old kids.
Oh, yeah, no.
When a
Yeah,
cop
yeah.
asks us
That's
to see
right.
something, we're not going to be like, "Fuck off, cop."
Well, and then the thing
So,
is that I'm sure during that time, the whole like resisting all that sort of shit wasn't as big, so you probably
Nothing.
didn't know about that either.
Anything went back then.
I
like,
wouldn't have resisted anyways. I mean, like,
I've never
Oh
resisted.
yeah, no.
It's
Are you
nothing-
detaining me?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna get arrested, so I was like,
I know.
whatever. And
I almost got
so
arrested.
I went to court. I told them like all that shit happened. Like
Mhm.
he asked for David's license. He originally was gonna pull me over for my front license plate, and I was speeding when I was going down a hill. So I ended up not paying a dime when it was supposed to be like $250. So
Nice, dude.
yep, you always fight it. That's what I always say. Try and fight it, because most of the time, if it's like not something that's happened a lot, you won't get charged.
Good points. Life tips with raid leader Ryan here.
But yeah, it was funny though, because like it was just David and I remember exactly what song we were listening to.
Oh my god.
We were listening to My Milkshake Bring All the Boys to Go. And you know what's the best part? That's not even the best part. I get pulled over when the Xbox One released at midnight with my other friend Tyler. Guess what we were listening to?
Oh no.
Fuck the police.
Thanks for
Not
listening
even
to the
kidding.
Borthers podcast.
Swear to God, I'm not kidding.
That's
what we were
actually
listening to.
wild. Oh my
So,
god.
it was ridiculous, dude. I couldn't believe that.
that twice, and you remember it twice. That's actually
And
crazy.
I tell my friend Jack, I'm like, dude, you're the next one to get pulled over with me. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Who knows? What's next?
I'm a Barbie
I don't know
girl.
what song we'll be listening
in
to
a
either, but
Barbie
it'll be very
world.
ironic.
Yep.
Good lord. Wow. My milkshake. That's funny.
Actually, maybe it wasn't Milkshake. I know it was some type of song that was definitely like not a dude song.
It's probably some Beyonce. You guys were singing your
It
hearts
was
out.
something, and I know
Yeah.
David probably could remember it. He
Yeah.
probably would remember it. Right?
Oh my god. I'm just trying to envision this because I've met you guys at events before. So like
Holy shit,
I'm trying to
that's so-
imagine you in your car that you came to PAX with, you and young Dave just
Yeah.
jamming in the car. Just
Yep. Oh man, good times.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Well, brothers,
I was about to say, I think it's time.
2.5. They just turn into 2.5 hours now. That's how the last ones have been. So
Yep.
Well, they've been for a while.
yeah. Hey, well, you're having fun and you like
I
to
have no
talk.
problem with it.
It's a great time. All right, guys and gals and lovely individuals lurking, hanging out in the chat. We do appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for chilling with us on your Sunday evening. Make sure you guys go follow the Borthers, streaming on Twitch. We got our new headers now. Mono hooked it up with some new headers that look a little bit more clean. So follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff if you like. Also, we are uploading the videos of the podcast in 1080p on YouTube.
Mine's different.
Is yours smaller?
Mine's the old one.
Oh, did I put the wrong one on? Well, if you can see Casey's, follow him on Twitter.
That's what the old one was.
The old one, a little bit smaller. The new one, a little bit cleaner. We're just did it on purpose, comparison. Yeah, you guys can go watch the full video version of the podcast if you missed any, or on YouTube of the podcast if you missed any of it. It'll be uploaded tomorrow sometime. But yeah, feel free to check it out on YouTube, all that good stuff. Follow everyone else here. Check our Twitches out and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, guys, we enjoyed it. We've been doing these for like 2.5 hours recently, and I'm fine with that as long as we're having fun, good conversations. But yeah, guys, you have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you guys next week at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right, peace out, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Later, boys.